Check. Is this thing on? I don't want to get caught with my pants down again. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto livers and jumping on into the live stream, baby. Yeah, you had to wait, but isn't it great waiting for something that is awesome? Isn't it great waiting for that love? Look at the 22s. Look, average watch time 122. Telling you, man, that 22 is following me around on 2022, man. It's everywhere. It's all the time. It's every day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's jump on into the charts. Let's not waste any time. Yes, I got a haircut. Yes, I look fresh to death with the white pocket square and the white shirt. Yes, I know you love this $400 suit jacket. No, I shouldn't say that, but hey, I got it for my birthday. Hey. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I actually thought it was going to be less expensive. And then I'm all like in front of the sales guy, like, yeah, I'm going to get that. And then he's like, $298. And I was like, yeah. It's like stupid, right? But dude, that's Michael Pa money, man. That's Michael Pa money right there. No, shout out to Michael Pa. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to all my awesome moderators. Let's pop up the chat. Let's get it moving on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. Ape coin banging on them to the upside. How about Ape, baby? New cipher up 19% as well on that ticker. We are moving. Kyber Network finally cooled off a little bit after that amazing move when the rest of the market did not care. LRC might be the next one. Oh no, LTC Litecoin reaching back above $100 might try to make and take the cake. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Yeah, guys, I have great news. Great news. We are making Lifer doing damage mugs. The mugs will be out. And they will be ready. I'm super excited. Doing damage mugs coming at your service. These are going to be hot. These are going to sell out fast. I'm telling you, who doesn't want one of these on your desktop while you're trading? Reminding you of how to do that damage. We're going to come out with damage cheese. Don't get it. We will. We're going to come out with a whole candle set. The Lifer doing damage candle set. Yes, red and green candles that resemble candles. We got it so much planned for each and every one of you. I'm excited to bring it your way. Shout out to everybody here on the live. The dollar is bull since I joined. Facts. I joined saying dollar is bull. Preston Collins, I love you, brother. My man. Yes, but I say the dollar is about to dump on the 2-week chart. And I challenge you. And I tell you no. The Lifer will tell you. The dollar will tank on that 2-week chart. Mark my words. Anyway, you know, I shouldn't do that because you never know where price action will go. Anything could happen. But the chart, if I go by the charts alone, the charts tell me the dollar's about to take a beat down in about 4 to 5 weeks, somewhere in that region. And then it's going to start tumbling to the downside. So we'll see. Shout out to Scotty Swing making 2 streams. Me and Scotty hanging out with Jordan Cameron. Then he's here again. Scotty, man. They love you over there, Scotty. I threw in the membership. You know, I always support a fellow YouTuber. DXY is high, looking to dump. That's what I'm saying. Gregory the Sniper. Shout out to Gregory. We love you, brother. Shout out to Preston Collins. My published chart is old. Wolf Wave, no joke. With the Fed is going more quickly. Renee, man. Shout out to Love Learning, Crypto Muser. That DXY at Resistance. Yeah, share the love, get the love, you know. All day long, Scotty. That's why you stay a swinger, baby. I know how you do. Swinging that love around. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real fast. So I like to kind of build the story in front of everybody. And a lot of traders have their charts out. A lot of times I do. But I also like to build the story, you know, depending on what I'm looking at or what's happening. So I like to delete everything because it's easier for me to show you what's going on by just starting from scratch. So look, I go to the weekly chart right off the bat. I keep bringing this up, and I'm going to bring it up every single day on the live. And what I keep showing here is swing up to swing up on price action. Swing down to swing down on the RSI. Hidden bullish divergence. Tells you that the trend will continue to the upside and you will make a higher high. Above this high, you will end up somewhere up here. I've seen it happen hundreds of times. This is a trading style that I've used many, many times in my life on every single. I've used it on the weekly. I've used it on the daily. I've used it on the 4-hour. I usually use it on bigger time frames though. Smaller time frames it can play out, but it's not as substantial. You want a big hidden bullish divergence. So I'll show you. I found it here, and I was doing the same thing I'm doing now on my channel, and I was calling this out, and I was saying, guys, and everyone was saying we're going down to 20K, and it was the end of the world. And I was saying, but I see hidden bullish. And we're low here on the stochastics. Now, we're not as low on the stochastics RSI, so that means we could do a sweeping low. So, you know, What I also talk about, though, is I talk about how the 200-day moving average is your low. Usually don't get much lower than that, and if you do, you wick below it for like 2 to 3 weeks, you get back above it. So if this keeps carrying on, in my humble opinion, the lowest Bitcoin goes is 25K with a wick down here to like, you could say 20, you know? See that? To me, that's the lowest Bitcoin goes. Like, I don't see how it could possibly get any lower in its lifetime. If we use Bitcoin USD, which is the lifetime index here, and we look at that, I mean, every time it comes to this weekly chart, every time it hits this weekly area on the 200-day moving average, we get it. We fall below for a bit, but we get a bounce. Fall below, but get a bounce. And it usually, you know, here we hit it at 42, and we went to a low of like 32. Here we hit it at 59, and we went to a low of like 43. So, like, it says that you hit it and go maybe 10 to 20% lower. So Bitcoin hits it somewhere, let's see. You know, right now it's sitting at 26,900, right? If the price can push down, and this will kind of bend, but it won't get much lower, I'm telling you. It's the medium here, and as that medium changes, it'll flip. But so, and I'm just going off that data alone. That data alone. Secondly, I'm going on the weekly chart here. And if you look at the weekly chart, all right, you can see we haven't broken this trend line yet. So everyone's freaking out on the daily, but the weekly chart has not broken trend. I brought this up numerous times. I keep bringing it up. I'm gonna bring it up every single day on the live stream. I'm cheeky today. I prefer log on macro and the BLX. I do log on macro and the BLX though. I do them both. So I don't prefer, I do it all, my friend. I will outchart you, Preston. I will outchart you. You think you can outchart me? Let's go. Let's go. No, I'm just messing with you, but do you think you chart more than I do a day? That's what I would like to know. I pride myself on being obsessive compulsive and charting for at least 8 hours a day. But, you know, again, you wouldn't want to be me. It's not the funnest. It's a crazy life. Shoulder, head, and shoulder possibly there too. We could bounce to the downside. Anything is possible. However, the 2-week chart, whenever it gets this low, beautiful bounce for Bitcoin called the bottom right there. Bottom area right here definitely was start to accumulate into the bottom. As we approach, you could say, so yeah, you could, anything could happen in the stochastic RSI. I want to be open-minded. It could stay down here. And as a trader, and I read Mark Douglas Trading in the Zone, and the guy says, you know, you never want to know where price action is going to go. If you tell yourself where price action is going, you already messed up. You're already drinking your own Kool-Aid, and it just doesn't work like that. Shout out to 155 people on the live, 97 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here and jumping on in. 38,990, breaking 939K. So this is the big boy idea, okay? Until we break this channel, right? And I'm just going to keep that. And I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it's just something to think about. All right? Let's jump into the KuCoin chart I got cooking here. And we're going to look at what's happening right now. I'm going to make my predictions for the day, my projections for the day. I'm going to show you where I believe Bitcoin's going to go, what could come of it, what I see happening, and where we may go, you know, from here. So right off the bat, let me show you. You had a rising wedge here, right off the bat. See this? Rising wedges break down 68% of the time, all right? The measured move of this rising wedge is here. So right off the bat, this is a rising wedge, break down 68% of the time. Bang. There's a short right there for Bitcoin, right off the bat, 7 a.m. So I had a crazy morning this morning. Just woke up a lot later than normal. Had just a tough time going to bed last night, honestly. Didn't get to sleep till like 2:33, and it was, and then when I woke up, I was just like shot. I was like, my mind was just not working the same. I'm here though. I'm ready to go. I'm motivated. I'm ready to kick butt, and I did work out. I was almost not going to work out, and when I don't work out, my day just, something about not working out just, for me, throws off my entire day. And I was about to start the stream without working out, and I was just like, man. I see what he just said. See, this guy just called out an inverted cup and handle. Look, it's an upside down cup and handle. And that's scary business. Usually the cup and handle does not lie. We play it many times. So if I play it this way, do I play it that way? This is scary business. And that is giving you a $37,000 Bitcoin. Let's flip that back upside down. So get what you cannot get anywhere else. That is an inverted head and shoulders. Shout out to that man who just said that. Preston Collins, you outcharted me, my man. You outcharted me. Shout out to you, my friend. I love you for that. Hey, I love you. We are only as strong as the next lifer. You better work out. I'm coming after you if you don't. Yeah, man, I did it, though. I did it. It was a cardio day, though. No heavyweights, just strictly cardio. Good to break a sweat every day. You got to break a sweat every day, baby. I did it. I was drenching sweat. I felt great. Jumped in the shower. And, yeah. And then that's why when someone said TikTok, Sammy, I did time him out. I love you, Joshua. I hope you're thick-skinned. But I timed him out, even though I know he loves me. I think he disappeared. He's not thick-skinned, which is sad. He probably loves me. But at the same time, you got to, And honestly, if I time you out, you should actually like it, because that means I love you. That means I'm messing with you. I'm kind of playing a game of tag, But anyway, there's a cup and a handle, right, coming to the downside there. And 36,800, 37,000 region is the measured move. That's something we do have to heed. And, we're putting that out there. I'm not a fan. I've never back tested the inverted, but at the same time, I mean, if it is what it is what it is, right? Let's see. I'm going to play it safe and just call the idea that we're probably likely headed down here to about 38,500. These 500 regions just keep becoming the regions that we keep testing. So rising wedge, work to the downside. Nothing hard to see about that. Pretty easy. You play a short if you see something like that. Another easy way to do that is you have a resistance point right here. Look, resistance. So you draw a resistance line. When price action gets right to it and the stochastics are turning on you, you bail on the trade. That's where I short the sucker. It's pretty simple. When stochastics are bending on me and I'm at a previous high, I short the trade. It's a very simple way to go about things. I do it over and over again. It works out 70, 80% of the time. It's a beautiful way to trade. So it's up to you. You do what you want. I'll show you my trading style every single day and show you how it works out time and time again. I'll still get hated on. I'll still get criticized. That's just what you do when you show up every single day. You're out there. And when you're out in the world, people are going to use their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Is there a resistance? Is that resistance AMA? I don't know what to say. I see a SR flip after the cup and handle take profit. That's my next short entry. Oh, you think it's going to hit there and then continue to dump from 37K? Man, interesting. Bottom at the revisit at 37.6 is my short entry. Gotta test it. You mean your short exit? You're going to enter the short at 37 after the whole short dumped already? Okay. Doesn't make sense to me, Preston, but whatever. I think you're the bounce and then you'll enter the short. Hey, man, whatever makes you happy. I try not to be that preemptive. I'm ahead of the game. I look at the weekly, but I could tell you must be are you an Elliott wave trader? Because it sounds like you're kind of like, I worry about those guys, Become a lifer. The exit is 36.8. Becoming a lifer, 99 trading group. Member and register for the Lifers MetaMask DeFi course. And everybody, this is the Saturday where I teach a course. So when people can't get into the weekly, I wish I know. My team, it's a hard time of reminding me. And you should remember. And I'm like, I'll never remember these things. You guys got to tell me every single time, But I do teach live courses. A lot of people don't know that. Some people do. If you're new to the channel, I teach live courses. And if you'd like to take a live course with me, it's fun. We have a good old time. We have a blast. I am doing a beginner's course this Saturday. This Saturday, I do a beginner's course. And yeah, jump on in. It will be from 9 a.m. to about 12 a.m. It's about 3 hours long. It's 2.5 to 3 hours long. I try to say it's 2 hours, but let's be honest, I always go 2.5. So get your thinking caps on. We already got a good group ready in the class. Would like to have at least 3 to 4 more people to jump in to make it a nice full class. So jump on in. If you can't get to the week and the week is getting in the way of your life, we got the Saturday class for you, and that's why we do that once a month for people that can't make the weekly class. So love to see you in there. It's $99. It's amazing. I get more out of it than the monetary value. What I get out of it is literally the connecting. Just doing and just seeing people come back weeks later and say, you know what, that course changed my life. So a lot of people have said this course changed their life. It started their beginnings at a TA and they've never looked back since then. So join that course. It says every Tuesday, but it will be this Saturday at 9 a.m. Link in the description below, and you can automatically jump right in, pay with PayPal, and it will send you a link. You'll be ready to go. So Bitcoin. Rising wedge, and also look at this. This is the shape that we're in. And you could say, look, up, down, and we're at the top of the wedge, and we're heading to the downside. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. That's going to suggest a little bit of where we may be going. And yeah, to me, it could be rolling. To me, it's highly likely rolling over here to the downside. Bitcoin coming back down possibly to 37,400. Remember, we were up here. We were high on the 4 hour. We called the exact same thing. We hit it, right? So we're doing the same thing. We're calling it again a drop for this 4 hour to the downside. 4 hours not looking pretty, right? 1 hour just took the dump, made V-shaped recovery back up to the upside. And again, that support and resistance can you hold? And this is what trading chop is. And this is why I start trading the 7-minute, the 15-minute, smaller time frames. It was kind of an easy short. 1 hour is going to roll on you and you're in a rising wedge. You short that, Wish my morning wasn't so hectic. I would have easily shorted that to the downside. Usually I'm all over that too. Apologize to everyone that didn't catch a short. 90% of the time I'm calling out that short at 7 in the morning. So, yeah, but there you go. We just continuously making lower highs, and then we're going to make a lower low. These are downtrends. And you want to get out of a downtrend. The second, look, up. Second you made this higher high, great. The second you made that lower low, that's where you want to start to get out of things. That's where things are iffy. You're like, no, not a good look. Because, why is that? Well, because the reason is that's now beginning. Look, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher high. That's a lower low. That was sketchy, but we brought it back up. That was a little sketchy there. I will have to be honest. But for the macro sense, you still have the bigger uptrend. At the same time, these are rising wedges. So like right now, when you're bearish, you see a lot of rising wedges over and over again. This rising wedge, like it started with this rising wedge up here, the Big Daddy. And then we broke to the downside, right? And I showed you too, Bitcoin just makes rising wedges, double bottoms. Rising wedges, double bottoms. So it's looking eventually for the double bottom. Well, look, rising wedge broke to the downside here. There's a rising wedge broke. And when you're bearish, you're going to see this over and over and over again. Shout out to Stack McChange in the game. Appreciate you for jumping on in. So we're looking here on the 1 hour. And what we're hoping, what the bulls need is a bounce here off of about 38,700, 38,500. We would like the bulls to bounce off this region. That would be preferable. Like a bounce there and a bounce right there would be amazing. So that's what we're looking for. 38,500 to hold. If it does not, we're looking for this lower trend line. This is where I'm looking for the price action to highly likely come and marry either here at 37.7 or I think to me, it's highly likely the chart conveys we're going to come back to this trend line. Okay, 4 hours not in our favor. Seeing some bearish tones. So, yeah. Right now I am bearish on the afternoon, right? I'm bearish on the afternoon to the downside. This Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday at 3 p.m., learn TA and begin the language of the patterns. 2 hours that are life-changing. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you for writing that. I put a short in when it was at 39.6 last night, still holding. 4 hour on the DXY is bullish. Yeah, we'll take a look at that for sure. Let's take a look at the world markets and see how we're holding on the Dow. Dow was green, so we got a decoupling. I don't care what happens as long as they're not doing the same thing. We'll take a look at the DXY. We'll take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial. We'll take a look at total market cap of all the altcoins, total market cap of every single crypto put together. And we'll look at Bitcoin dominance and US Tether dominance. We're going to break it down for you right now, give you a kind of world market perspective. If you're highly intelligent and you like to get into the nitty gritty, this is the channel for you. If you're lazy and you just want to kind of get things passed to you and you think life is going to just kind of give you what you want without hard work, this is probably not the channel for you. But if you like hard work, if you like dedication, if you like discipline, if you have a desire to change your life, if you want to do something different with your life, if you want to be around electrifying people that are uplifting and ready to go, positive energy and just high-spirited, then you're in the right place. I tell you that right now. Shout out to each and every one of you for showing up. Let's take a look here at the Dow Jones Industrial, the DJI, and now it's only holding a 12-point, and it's looking bearish as all nastiness. And look, even the 1 hour here, it attempted to double bottom. It had this cup and handle kind of slightly. It broke out of it, and look, it got rejected at resistance at 33,600. And also, if you look at that closely on like a 15-minute chart, you can see, what is that? Well, it's technically a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So when you see a rising wedge, you got to be scared that things are going to dump on you. Now, I'll tell you what, I play a rising wedge. I'll give you a secret. I will play a rising wedge when the rising wedge comes to the bottom of the pattern and the Stokes are low. The Stokes will actually teach you how a rising wedge is going to break up or down. It's so beautiful. A rising wedge will come up, hit its top trend line, and the Stokes will eventually get high. and then it will begin to roll over, and that's when you know to begin the short on the stochastic. But a rising wedge will come up, go up, down, then it will come on down, and it will be down here. That's usually a rising wedge that has a potential to break to the upside, okay? To the upside. DJ Rugpool, hilarious. Much wow from California. Good morning, lifers. Blessings, everybody. Shout out to West Saldivar. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming on in, man. Produce the gains. Jordan says he will compete with you in the mornings again. No, he didn't. He's a nice guy. He didn't say anything like that. You're just causing like a bunch of nonsense. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. In my opinion, all cryptocurrency needs higher volume and more circulation in order to pass their all-time highs again, Samwise. Totally agreed. 110%, Joshua. 110%. Check out all the links under the videos right now. Use all the links. Yeah, if you want 3 commas to short this market, we might have to take a big old short down to the downside. Bottom of revisit 37,000 is my short entry. Gotta test it. I like what you're saying. You want to see the test, see the short happen, and then bang on them to the downside. Hey, I like how you're being preemptive, though, and you have a plan for when it does happen. Amazing explanation on the Stokes. No, it really will help you, Sumit Magnar, man. It will change your life. Shout out to the 254 people, everyone. He just said it was an amazing explanation on the Stokes. If you like that, then jump on in. So this could possibly be a double bottom here, right? On the 15-minute for the Dow Jones. So the Dow Jones could get a slight bit of relief here. To me, small rally, like just the length of this. We're looking for a small rally breaking out back to this next resistance point here on the Dow Jones, right? At 33,500. Again, the 500s too for the Dow as well, okay? Now, the 1 hour. It's like creeping back up. And see, this is when I don't like a trade too much. When it like, because it has potential to pump. Oh, I'm sorry. It has potential to pump and do its thing. Okay. But like bulls will have to, for the Dow Jones to remain bullish, bulls have to make a higher high above that. Otherwise, we're starting a new downtrend. And see the bigger pattern here like this. See that? And it's likely we're up, we're headed down. And, you know, we'll make this tight channel, but we're falling out, you know. And what's sad is I did make this bigger pennant, and we kind of had to hold this trend line, this bottom trend line. And right now, technically, it's been broken and kind of a bearish retest. I could, you know, we could bend the pattern here. So I could say, okay, it's still technically in its pattern. Say it has to hold, but a bounce has to occur here. Like this has to be a double bottom. We take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour does want a double bottom. That's actually a good sign compared to Bitcoin. So that's interesting. 4 hours suggests we could get a move back to the upside here, that we may get stalled out, you know, so that's interesting. We look at the daily time frame. The daily is also oversold. So, you know, so actually, you know what? I'm going to remain bullish. I remain bullish on the Dow Jones while the whole world is in fear that we're going to get a bounce back to the upside sometime into next week. Remember that I said this, write this down. Crypto Livers make it a prediction here that the Dow will bounce back up sometime next week up into the 34,000 region. We could bounce back down and then end up dumping. I'm not being overall bullish, but I'm just saying in the next 10 days, I believe we will get a reversal back on the Dow Jones based on the stochastics RSI, based on a slight hidden bullish divergence there, and based on a possible bounce at the bottom of this trend line. All right. So that's the Dow Jones right now. Not looking too good in the temporal time frames. 4 hour may bounce. 1 hour looks like we may get a little bit of a bump. But then we're going to have to find our way and you know, get above this. So like the Dow Jones comes to 33,500. Rejection, come back down. You know, hope that can hold and bounce back up when the 4 hour and the daily want to take that move. So we'll see how high this 1 hour can take us in this little flip here. But it is even likely nothing can happen. The 50-minute gets rejected and we stay back in this channel. Or we even go sideways and we end up back down here. You know, sentiment isn't too great. But, you know, possible shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. I just saw that. Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder, possible inverted head and shoulder that could break us back to the upside. All right. Okay, wave 2 of 2, DJI 44 plus. See, my man's calling 44 plus on wave 2 of 2. It's so interesting. See, he's also believing that we'll go to the upside. It's very interesting. ETF this, let's pump. So I was listening to techno last night driving on the highway, and I was just like, I like techno. I was like, I'm doing techno tomorrow on the stream. I was like, techno is it just keeps me going. High energy music, You know what I'm saying? Liked and loaded, my man. Fa, my man. Has everyone hit that like button? Yeah, baby. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the live. Okay, join the Discord trading group if you want. We're going to break it down here. If you were in the Discord group, all right, I just want to break it down. Like, we don't really miss much here in the Discord group. But look, Ape still looking apey. This is on 425, okay? And this is exactly what I put out. Like, no lie. Entering in there at 16, and I bought in at $7 live on the live stream down in here and down in that last pennant actually too. So $16, that was a live trade I put out. You can see the timestamp. Also, I wasn't the only one. There was Elite Charters. There was like 7 other charts in my group talking about 8. All right. Look, it's even a bit of a cup with a handle. It is. It's a cup and handle there. We talked about that. Sammy coming Eddie to the upside. Anyway, so, and just, you know, look, there's the cup and there's the handle. I mean, it's there, okay? So there was our entry. Our stop loss was somewhere below $12.99. We were risking 12% to gain a nice 55% gain. Let's take a look at what happened. So if you were in the trading group, you would have gotten that type of setup, and I would have said, you're going to have to rechart this yourself. You're going to have to learn my trading style and then translate it to your trading style. And then if it fits your parameters, get into that trade, right? But what I do is I am able to do is I put things on your radar that you normally never would have saw. You might not have known that rising wedges break out parabolic. You might not, and look, remember why I brought up the last example earlier? This is an amazing teaching moment. So if you're sticking with me, that's why it's good to kind of watch the stream as much as you can. If you can stick with the live stream for most of it, it's a constant teaching moment. I do not waste any time. And if I do go off topic from the stocks, I'm talking about a life lesson, or I'm trying to break down something that I believe is still worthy of your listening ears. So keep it tuned in, keep it locked. This is why we have the most retention and the most love here on any channel on YouTube. I'm telling you right now, I don't see any other channel with the love. 25,000 subs, our retention is unbelievable. $500 super chats, like, come on now. I was talking to someone the other day. I was like, I don't even see that when people have $1 million subscribers. Like, we have such a strong group of people. It's insane. You guys have done such an amazing job of being close, tight-knit, and really being like, más fuerte. I love you all. Shout out to each and every one of you. And I talked about Ape hitting $20 many, many times. Why? It was simple to me. I drew this pennant here. I took the back like you're supposed to do. This is traditional TA. All you had to do was do traditional TA. I even actually remember I started saying, well, bots even use the wicks, right? I was like, do I use the wick to wick? If you use wick to wick and then you threw this up, it's giving me actually like a bigger target too. And then that's just like something I've been back testing for the past few years. But if you go even Steven and even just take the pole and the length of the back triangle, it's telling you that you're about to get a $21.81 ape. And I've been talking about this over and over again. I brought it up many, many times. Many, many times. We talked about that being a retest. We've traded ape in this channel so many different times. We talked about this being a cup and handle. We traded that. It blasted out of the cup and handle. We have made many a swing trade out of ape. We've been taking hand over fist while the market's in fear and people are bugging out. My group has been calm, collected, learning their technical analysis, keeping their eye on the prize, and taking money out of the market. So if you want to be like a lifer, I suggest you show up every single day to the live. Then once you're hooked, I suggest you join the Discord, Me6 link in the description, and you'll be ready to rock. You'll have everything you need at your fingertips, a boot camp, videos to learn, the basics of beginning to getting in and out of a trade, the tools, the tips and tricks to stay secure in cryptocurrency. So much for you, so much to help you get going, so much to show you the way. And I can't wait to see the new people that jump into the group every single day. It's amazing. So look at this. So here's the before, right? Entry was down there and it came back, or you could even enter there at 1737, right? But our entry was there. It moved up a little bit after the live stream, couple hours later. But this thing would just continue to move. Look at this thing, 31.3% gains. No stop loss got hit, right? Below that $12.99 region, right? Actually, wait, that's weird. 14. Hold on. I gotta look at this. Okay, yeah, 14. I saw that as a 12 because my eyesight's that bad. 13.99. Yeah. Oof. Scared me for a second. I'm like, that don't make sense. It got to make sense. Everything's got to be on the up and up. So yeah, stop loss below the $14 region there and 13%. And to gain 30%, I mean, that's a closed case trade. At this point, I do one of two things. I bring myself to break even or I get out of the trade. I personally think it's time to take profit. And I'll tell you why. Because you know what? It might keep going, and that's fine. It can keep ripping. But look how high we are on the stochastics on the daily. Not a good look for me. Look how high we're getting on the 4 hour. We haven't turned yet, but even the RSI is there. And look at the RSI. It's showing that bearish divergence. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. This is in a bit of a pennant there, but I personally, this is where I start taking my money. Like, I don't wait for other people to take my money. I start taking my money. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, we could even get a slight pullback, and it may not be that bad. We could get something like this. In my humble opinion, something like this is probably likely to occur. And like, we're going to do something like this. If we could consolidate. Look how I did that. You guys like that, right? How I built the price action with the ghost feed. Pretty cool. And what could be happening is something like this. Look at my projections. Isn't that crazy? That's insane, right? But this is an idea here. We could keep this in stone. Let's see how close I get. I do this all the time to challenge my mind, to see how good I am at projection. And you know what? It's funny. Sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't. It all depends. But it's about being consistent over time, and you will gain an edge in anything you do in life. So we're going to watch this, but this will be my time to take some profit. We're far away from the 21. You're getting overbought on the stochastics RSI. I personally take some profit. It could keep going up. But from where we got in, it's a beautiful 30% gain. You know, it's just time to take some profit off the table. In my humble opinion, you do whatever makes you happy. I will never be able to tell anybody what to do with their money. That's not my goal. That's not what I'm going to be doing. If you join my server for free, you get registration to classes. You get announcements. You get my free crypto boot camp, which gives you like what type of, this is like, I can't even believe we're giving this free. This is insane. These 4 videos are amazing. People are charging so much for stuff. You get the testimonials. You get to read a testimonial every day. I truly believe I was meant to find Sammy, not just for the TA and how much I've learned and leveled up my game in the space, but positivity and good vibes. Some days he says something about life, and it's just like he's talking to me. He said things so many times right when I needed to hear them. Very blessed to have found Sammy Cup and Handy. Cup life, man. You're the best, dude. That's awesome. I love this, right? I've driven semi-trucks and watch you every morning. You don't know how much positivity you would add to people's life. Thanks, man. Haven't missed a stream for a month. The Patreon does more for me than just good calls. It's one of the only times I enjoy checking my phone. Thanks for the steady stream of clarity. I doubled up this morning on some of Baby B&B. I threw down enough to pay for my Patreon. Joined the yesterday and then some. Lifer will show you how to deep dive and find them gems. I joined the group in the beginning of March. Didn't know much about charting. I traded using Market Cipher B, buying the green dot and selling the red dot. This did not work out well for me. When I joined, I also did the beginner's course and committed myself to following Crypto Lifer's trading strategy. I worked hard every day practicing patterns, divergences, how to read stochastics RSI. Sam has not only taught me how to be a trade, but also taught me how to be a better person by setting an example every day of how life should be lived. I'm proud to call Sam my mentor. Thank you, Sam, for everything that you do for the group, man. Damn, man. Thank you, man. Y'all destroying me. I'm over it. I'm beating it back. Lack of sleep, I get a little teary-eyed easier. That's all it is. I'm just a little tired. I'm a little tired today. That's all. I'm just a little tired. Thank you so much. Those testimonials are unbelievable. Rainier, man, I love you, bro. I love you like a brother, man. I'm telling you right now. Like, thank you. Thank you so much. So that's what I see for Ape. I'd be taking profits off the table. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm outie. It's also a rising wedge. They break down 68% of the time, so just be cautious. Just be cautious. But this is my projection for Ape. If this is the bullish projection, and it could end up dumping to the downside and doing a nasty fallen wedge and then pump back to the upside. That could even be kind of a larger cup and handle. But we shall see. I'll put that back, my neat little thing. But look at that. How did I do that? I went to what's called the ghost feed. The ghost feed will let you ghost price action. It's pretty easy, pretty fun, and kind of shows you kind of up and down. It's not perfect, but it just gives you something to go on, right? The ghost feed. Try your ghost feed today. Have some fun with TradingView. Link is in the description below. If you don't have a TradingView account, my goodness, get 30 months for free. Get your first month for free. Jump on in with my link in my description. I love TradingView. Thank you for everyone that has used my TradingView link. I really, really appreciate it. Once you join TradingView, also follow me at Remote Chief. I can't be the crypto lifer. I made this such a long time ago. I do have a profile. You can see the long-term things that I've talked about. You can see my track record. You can see things that I've mentioned, things that I did. One of my greatest calls in my entire life, which I do like to bring up because it was amazing, but it was a really good call. I called Bitcoin going to 69K, and I was almost like, I was like 8 days off on the move. Yeah, October 4th, here is this post. And that's what, once you lock this in, it gets locked by their site. You can't touch it. So look at me, I'm here. Bitcoin to pop, target 69,000 projection in a nice cup and handle. All right. Actually, I want to make this a better segment here. We're gonna extract this, everybody, for my team. I'm gonna turn the music off in case there's copyright issues. We're gonna extract this, everybody. We're gonna extract this. Hi, my name is Sam Price. I'm the Crypto Lifer. I do have a profile called Remote Chief. Sorry about that, but that's what I made it a long time ago. I'm here on TradingView. Now Hi, my name is Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, and I also have a profile here on TradingView, Remote Chief. Check me out there, Remote Chief. Now, if you go over here and check it out, you can see projections and predictions that I've made in the past. So you can see what kind of trader I am. What have I said before? Where is my track record? You know, you always want to see someone's track record. Who are they? What have they said in the past, and has it come to fruition? What techniques did they use? And does those techniques actually work? They call me Sammy Cup and Handy. It's a pretty funny thing. Some people smirk, some people laugh, but it's actually dead serious. I draw cup and handles more than anyone you've ever seen, and I saw a cup and handle here. I then took the measured move from this wick to this wick and suggested that Bitcoin will go to 69,000 by November 20th. We can now press play and see what happened. I made this prediction on October 4th. On October 4th of 2021, and look what happened. Bitcoin would go exactly to my target and touch it and then disappear. It would go to my exact target of 69,000, which is insane, on November 9th. My prediction had it going there on November 20th, 18th, somewhere there. I was between 8 and 9 days short of the exact prediction and the exact price action. It did go exactly, basically, as predicted here, out of the cup and handle to the upside. And honestly, this isn't even a testament to me. So forget me, forget the ego, forget the person, Sam Price, throw that away. What I want you to see is this is technical analysis, and I teach technical analysis, okay? Just like someone can teach you how to play soccer, how to do a different sport, a technique. This is a technique that I can teach you to have in your bag for the rest of your life, a tool set, so to speak. This tool set is amazing, and I want you to understand there's so much more than this, and it gets even deeper. If you like this example, if you like my vibe, jump on into my live stream Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I also have a Discord that will blow your mind, link in the description, and you can find me. I also have an amazing website, cryptolifer.io. I have a Facebook trading group. I have a TikTok. You can find me at Twitter, CryptoLifer, at CryptoLifer33. I'm all over the web, and I can't wait to see you on my next live stream and in the Discord. Have a great day. Thank you. All right, thank you, everyone, for doing that. That was just a quick extraction. You know, make sure I just do it right. I want to make sure it's clean cut and done properly so it's not as dry bones. Okay. I want techno, not trance techno, which is, you know, I want techno music. That's good enough for now, but I would like it a little more intense, personally, you know. Just, you know. All right, let's get out of the chat. Enough shilling myself for a while, right? Let's keep it moving here. Zero, that sounds delicious, my man. What is he eating, man? Tacos? Ape trying again. Hey, Sam, have you invested in Yeti coin yet? You've asked me again. That's funny you said that. I have not. We'll take a look at Ape at the smaller time frames. Is there a scalp on Ape? We'll take a look. I'll look at Ape on another exchange. I don't want to ruin that projection. It's too clean, baby. It's too clean. So here's Ape. And I mean, you went out of the rising wedge parabolically now. See that? And that's what they do. And how would you have known? Well, normally it breaks down, but this is what the teaching thing. Remember, this is why I brought this up earlier on the live, and now I'm going to kind of bring it full circle. This is an amazing teaching moment, everybody. This is an amazing teaching moment. GRT inverse head and shoulders on the daily. Thank you for saying that. Ape going 8. Look, it just went to 21.44. Look at that. But again, it's overbought. Like, it's getting to that point. But again, the point of the story here is this. It was coming up, it came down, it hit here. The Stokes were low on the 4 hour. That gave you the impression that it would break out of the rising wedge parabolically and not break to the downside. However, normally what you will see, and I've seen this before. Well, watch how cool this is. Watch this. I'm going to do something. I'm going to blow your mind. So normally, look, this is going to blow your god. Oh my gosh. And this is what makes me a great teacher. I'm a creative teacher. I get excited about making visuals for people to learn. It gets me like super excited. This is what I live for. Like, this is my life. This is what I love to do. And look, normally you're going to have price action. Oh my gosh, Ross, this is crazy. Someone, yo, we got to extract this too as well. And we got to put this in the learning library in the Discord. Check this out, everybody. Let me get the music off again. Check this out, everybody. This is an insane learning moment about the rising wedge because it's known to be a 68% break to the downside type of pattern. However, I've kind of tweaked that idea and I've been able to figure out kind of with about a 70 to, I almost think, an 85% probability that I can figure out when they're going to actually break up. Not break up hugely, but at least break to the upside out of the channel. And let me show you. Normally, you're going to get a rising wedge like so, right? It's going to be doing something like this, right? Maybe we need like the 1 hour candles to make that work a little better. Yeah. Anyway, so, and then it will come up, right? And you'll see, you'll actually notice too, like how it's moving through the channel. That's not a good example. Hold on, let me fix this. Everyone, I want to show you, everyone, this is a teaching moment. I want to put side-by-side examples of how to play a rising wedge with this little trick I learned with the stochastics RSI. And I learned it just by doing over time. No teacher, no class, no real, this is all just by doing things just over time. Just, you know, it's weird. I don't know why it won't like let me actually, so, all right. Just look at this like price action, all right? My brush here. But price will come up, come down, come up. And you'll be here, and then you'll watch the stochastics, all right? And maybe price action kind of did this. So, and there's your line, and these are the stochastics RSI down here, okay? And they're doing this. Coming up, hitting their dotted line, coming up, hitting their dotted line, coming up. Use the 4 hour specifically. I'm on the 1 hour to show this, but the 4 hour is a stronger time frame for this. And when you see that you're at the top of this and the 4 hour is starting to curl on you, it's likely you're getting the 68% break to the downside. All right? Bang. Now, let's reverse to this idea. And you'll get one of these. And you'll see the stochastics doing the same thing. So it's kind of like the movement inside that you're seeing, which is pretty interesting, right? And I've actually never put this out in a visual before. This is my first time. So the Stokes will come up. They'll come down, and then they'll start to turn on the 4 hour. That was ape. That's ape, and that's why we enter ape. Like, that's why we had our entry. Like, that's my trading style, and then boom, it comes out. So by using the stochastics RSI and placement of price action on upper or lower trend line, you can establish a higher probability of how to trade these patterns, even though normally it breaks to the downside 68% of the time. So this is just something that you want to pay attention to. This is something that you want to focus on, all right? So just always be aware of this. Always keep this on the radar, all right? All right. Yeah, so amazing teaching moment here. That I hope that actually, oh, you know what's so sad? We got to do it one more time. So sorry, everyone. But again, why not, right? So look, everybody. I just want to go over this amazing teaching moment. Hi, my name is Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer, and I want to show you this amazing teaching moment here during my live stream. This is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. However, I found a little trick how I can use the stochastics RSI in conjunction with the pattern that I'm trading and get a little more of an edge on how to either short or long this pattern. And so normally price action could come up, come down, come up, come down, and then it'll hit the top of the trend. What I'll notice, that will be in conjunction with the 4 hour. Thank you so much for that. That'll be in conjunction with the 4 hour going up, down, and coming back to the upside here. That's where it's going to turn back down. And that's why I would short this pattern and where it highly likely does break to the downside, right? Now here we have the up, down, and then we get our secondary bounce here to the bottom, but the Stokes are low here. And that's where I long and I get and then I get a move to the upside. Now you want to wait till you're further into this heavy wedged part of the pattern before you make these decisions, but you will be able to get a better reading on where price will be going based on stochastics RSI. Okay, so I just wanted to point this out. I wanted to show you how to put the price action in a pattern in conjunction with the stochastics RSI, a beautiful, beautiful, very accurate, amazing indicator. Once you get to know this indicator, I believe it gives you so much more probability than all the others combined. So I believe it's an amazing tool. I just want to add this to your tool set. If you like this type of contribution to your learning style, then come on to my live stream every single day, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I also have a Discord. I also have an amazing one-on-one groups and group settings. If you want teaching, we have teaching for you as well. I'll see you there, and I'll see you at the next live stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so that's an amazing teaching moment. Bang, bang, bang. I heard Bitcoin just went on a freaking tear to the upside. It's a beautiful thing. 40,000, unbelievable. And that's why you don't leverage trade, everybody. And that's why, and look, the 1 hour wanted to push to the upside. The 1 hour did want to push to the upside. This was highly unlikely to occur. But again, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Did the Dow Jones just get a push to the upside too? We'll take a look. The Dow Jones also got a green flag. Who just said the Dow might get a bit of a pop there on the 1 hour? You know what I'm saying? Interesting. However, I will never say, I'm usually good at predicting Bitcoin. That was an unpredictable move. Like, that was insanity. We went all the way to 40,300, and this is what they're doing. They're just nailing these leveraged traders. We did have the resistance and SR flip, trying to see if, like, how easily that could have been predicted. You know, smaller time frame, 7 minute, you know, wanted to kind of make a move there. So if you were just a small time trader who decided to trade this double bottom on the 7 minute, you would have caught that move. Look, that is a double bottom on the 7 minute. You see that? And so small time frames, I'm telling you, are kind of golden. They give you insight that you wouldn't see on other time frames. So you got to learn how to use smaller time frames. You don't want to be trading them per se. Like, you don't want beginners jumping into the 5 minute, this 7 minute, and being heavily involved in those time frames, because it can be detrimental to a young trader. It really can. I caution a young trader getting into small time frames, because it can just be like, it can be a whirlwind of emotions, and it could be crazy. But look how that played out. Look how that played out. And it's almost an emerging cup and handle, but I'm going to leave that alone. But yes, I mean, that rising wedge, and look, if you just played this the way it was supposed to be played, you had a rising wedge in the 7 minute, and there's your measured move, and and then there's your resistance in Bitcoin, banging on them. That's amazing what it just did. And also, if you're in my trading group, and that was insane, right? But if you're in my trading group, check this out. Check this out. We have whale alerts, whale bot rec. These are amazing places to go. And look, liquidated short. Shorts just got absolutely liquidated. Absolutely liquidated. I mean, that's a short squeeze right there. People are like, oh, we're taking it. And then the market makers and the exchanges are like, oh, no, you're not. We're going to take you out. We're going to show you where you're going, and we're going to take you right out. And so that's why you got to be careful. You must heed. Man, I don't leverage trade. You know, I would have just been stopped out on a spot trade or a 3. I trade with 3x leverage. Come on. And I trade like a derivative token on KuCoin. I don't go hard on Bybit. I'm not swinging 100x, 20x, 10x. Not doing any of that stuff. Super chats, Crow, Sand, MRI, Lust, GRT, Inverse Head and Shoulders. Whatever you do, do not short this move. I think we're going to pump up past 40,000 today, dude. We already did, man. We're past 40,000 right now. Look at that. I mean, let's take a look. The 1 hour still has a lot of momentum here, and we're just getting started. Like, when the 1 hour crosses like that and you're just getting started, that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. How do we get in on this trade? How do we find our way? We go to the 5 minute, and we're going to be looking for flags. We're going to be looking for, and we're going to see what's happening with the market right now. Now, I'm going to teach you. See, anyone else can teach you how to draw lines, and they can do a TA every day for you. My channel is different than that. I'm going to teach you how to be versatile. I'm going to teach you how to actually, like you're in a boxing ring and like, oh, Bitcoin just did this. Now I'm doing that. I'm going to change my trading style. I'm going to trade my trading stance. Right now, I'm going to wait for price action to touch the 21-day moving average here on the 5-minute chart. But I want to see if we can make this flag. If we can make this flag, Bitcoin's ready for more. On the day, 1 hour does suggest we could push to the upside here. Amazing. Amazing what just happened. Bang, bang, bang. Sell the rip, not buy the dip. Sell the rip. Yeah, I feel what he's saying. Melt up started. He never sent a super chat. I told him to send a super chat if he wanted a deep dive. But we'll add it for him. Super chats, Crow, Sand, FIRO, BTC. Make the noob smile with a pump and then make them weep with a fat finger sell. Oh, yeah. They love to just bang on those people to the upside and to the downside. It's horrible. Both pairs, Dusty. You're funny, Pac-Man. Pac-Man, send in the super chat, man. Don't you both pair me. You ain't doubling up, Pac-Man. I'm all over you. I'm all over you. Why don't you go eat some little circles in a little video game? I'm corny, yeah. Justin Kaba, he sent it as a £1 super chat under a different account. Also, he did send a super chat, so he's official. Interesting. So ApeCoin was the coin of the day. We were all over it. We gave it to you at 16.30. So if you're in my trading group, you would have nailed that trade. Look how quick that leverage is just getting pounded. Now they're trying to get anyone who jumped into the trade the other way. They're just nasty. Nasty. We're going to watch this 5-minute chart. All right. See if it can flag out. If it can flag out, we're still bullish. They might Bart Simpson. Who knows what they're planning on doing today. The 1 hour suggests we continue to the upside for the day. And it suggests that we will have some good trading for the altcoins, especially with the liquidity that just came in. 15-minute is getting oversold. Let's take a look at must be. Yeah, 50-minute is, but on the act still has a little more momentum. Interesting. We could push up a little more before we actually kind of get spent. Crazy that we just broke below 40K yet again, though, huh? Insanity. Insanity. The volatility is crazy. That's why, look, now they're getting the leverage. A bunch of leverage traders just jumped in right now. Oh, everyone's saying there's so many young kids right now that are they're jumping in like that. Trading is more prevalent than ever, right? More people think they could just jump in and trade. It's good for guys like us that study it for a living, because we could just eat these people up. It's like if you played basketball every day of your life for 10 years and then some kid jumped on the court like, hey, man, I'll play you $5. You're like, oh, I'll play you $5. Like, let's do it. Like, white men can't jump. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. We love to see George and Sam together. We'd love to see George and Sam together. That would be awesome, man. Would you be interested in inviting Crypto RS on your show, Sam? Altcoin Daily had George on their show this week, man. Yeah, if you know him, ask him to come on, man. I would do. I mean, he's like one of the biggest YouTubers in all of the crypto land. Like, I'd be a fool not to do anything with George. I must be MJ of crypto. Preston Collins. Gotta watch Apple today. I feel if their report is good, we'll get more upside. We will see. I also missed 30K shots in my career. I also missed 30,000 shots in my career. George and Sammy are my guys, man. I'll talk to George. You know George, man? Let him know, dude. Thank you very much, dude. Dude, let him know the Crypto Lifer loves him. He was one of the first channels I ever watched back in the day. Definitely. And, you know, Crypto RS was definitely, I used to wake up every morning and watch him all the time. Now I stream kind of at the same time almost, I believe. But I still watch him. I catch him. It's impossible not to catch him in your feed randomly. He's doing 2 streams a day. I also love Legos as much as he does. I don't have as many and I didn't go as hard, but I've gone pretty hard compared to the average person. You know what I'm saying? So bang, bang, bang. So we're going to watch Bitcoin Nook dumpage now. So now, see, I would have loved if the 5-minute made a flag. Now you're seeing it's, maybe we wake back up. We got to watch it. But right now it's playing games, right? Heavy volatility today. Heavy volatility for Bitcoin. Small time frames. And look, this is resistance. So like we really need to remain back above 39,800. If we break that again, we're coming, you know, it's just like, then we're going to retest 39.5. And then I would love us to stay above this level, 39,800. Okay. 5-minute wants to roll over on you, though. It's likely we do. 50-minute has some more momentum. And this is just everyone. We're not telling, because I agree with Arcane Bear. One day he was like, I watched this, you know, Crypto Face's channel. He just said this. I don't have anything against Crypto Face. I love him. But he's like, I watched his channel. He went over the 7-minute. He's like, I got nothing out of that. He's like, I look at the macro. And I do too, but I swing trade, man. And for swing traders, we need to figure out where Bitcoin's going to go in the next 10 to 12 hours. We need to find out the probability of Bitcoin's move. Once we can find out the probability of Bitcoin's move, we can use the altcoins and the rest of the market to our disposal. But we must figure out what Bitcoin's, you know, we must spend time on Bitcoin to be educated of the move. So I agree. Macro style, look, I show you the monthly chart. I show you the 2-week chart. I show you the 3-month chart. I show some of the biggest time frame charts of any YouTuber you've ever met. But at the same time, I'm willing to swing trade a bag. I like the days. I like the day trade. I like the day swing. I like the 2-3 day swing trades. I love it. So I live for it. And yeah. And so through that, the channel kind of encompasses all time frames for that reason. But I do want to reiterate how much I think the macro is most important. Okay. Keep doing what you do, bro. Tuesday night beginner's course has changed the way I chart 100%. I feel more alive. Been charting nonstop since. Look at this dude. He says he gives a $200 super chat. He says since his course on Tuesday, the beginner's course has changed the way he charts 100%. I feel more alive. Been charting nonstop, baby. STD deviation suckered those bulls. Yep. Take a work call and come back to a big pump. Right? George's retail, as he gets only talks about coins that pump. Still yelling bull market. If you're taking George's advice in the last 2 years, your portfolio is down. But George never really, like, he doesn't give you advice, man. He goes online every day and he talks about the market. And he's a macro guy. Anyone who's taking day-to-day advice, you know what I'm saying? Sam goes hard in the course. Shout out to Renier, man. Always love the energy and perspective you bring. Found you on Around the Blockchain, and you always crush it. Appreciate you, man. A dad's live show, man. We love you, brother. And I'm going to check out your dad's live show, man. It must be fun, like mine. I'm a dad. I like George, but he can be too moon boy for me. Produce the gains. Hey, man, we could be all the way down. Yeah, on this channel, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't tell you what's going to happen. I think in the long term, the next 5 to 10 years, we will be up. But right now, we could be in for pain. We could see a 15K Bitcoin, everybody. We could. I showed you a measured move to 7K, and I'm not saying that's possible. I just showed you a measured move. All I did was just read tea leaves. Don't blame the messenger. I'm just showing you some stuff. And I don't believe, like, I obviously, in my heart of hearts, I mean, 7K, but you know what happens? You become a trader for so long, and so many times you told yourself, oh yeah, like, we'll never go there. Like, Cardano will never go below $1 again. Like, I think I did say that. Like, it did, you know? EGLD will never be below 250. I mean, that thing is gone. Like, you know, Aave will never go below 100 baht. Like, it's just like you make these assumptions, you make these broad statements. They're the worst things you can do. I watched the guy's channel today. His name's Matt Kors. He looked like a nice, presentable guy. He said the word think for like 3 minutes straight. He's like, I think this coin's going to come up tomorrow. I think this is going to do this. I think this is going to do that. I'm watching this. I think. I was like, you think? I was like, how many times are you going to say, I think, my man? Like, how many times are you going to say, I think? I was like flabbergasted because, you got to read. And honestly, I'm not trying to be rude to him. I'm just being honest. Like, listen to a 70-year-old trader. Listen to a 55, 65-year-old trader. I'm 39. I'm almost 40 years old. I have 15 years of trading experience in me now. Like, it is building up. And I'm not like these 26-year-old kids. Like, I think that kid's young. I love Crypto Jeb, but he's 24 years old, right? He hasn't seen the market. I was trading gold and silver in the Toronto Stock Exchange. So the point of the story is this. When you say the word I think, what you do is you start drinking your Kool-Aid. Like right now. Oh, I think Bitcoin's going to like 45K by tomorrow because, you know, I read this article, a bunch of blah, blah, blah. Man, show me the charts, man. Where is support and resistance? Is there a fib level? Like, draw your, you know, and it's also like, forget about that too. Like, go here, get your fixed range volume profile. Like, draw that. Show me where the range is. Look, there's heavy buy and sell orders right there. And honestly, I'll teach you guys something. I'm going to teach you guys something about the range orders right now that I've never said on the channel that will blow your mind. Check this out. I'm on fire. Every once in a while, my mind is just on another level. I had a lack of sleep last night. I think it unlocked something in my brain. Less sleep did more sleep. Something goes on. So check this out. Shout out to everybody here too. 342 people on the live. 222 likes. Look, the 222. I'm telling you, it's following me around. 2222 every single day, all the time. It's usually been 333. I've never seen 222 before, but lately it's just the number that's coming at us all the time. Look at the views at 11111. How crazy is that? So funny, man, right? You're just like 11111, 22222, and 333. And look, now it's at 233. How crazy is that? 233. It went right from 222 to 233 like that. Come on now. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Hit that like button. If you're jogging, hit that like button. If you're in your car, hit that like button. If you're on your phone, flip away the comment section or flip your phone vertical. The like button will appear. Hit it for me, my man. It will help out the channel. You're the man, Sam. Shout out to Johnny R. The number thing is crazy. So you can say that Matt Core's win rate at best is 33%. I don't know, man. I have no idea what his win rate is. I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm just saying he's saying the word think every 5 seconds. And usually that can cause bad trading. You know, I know that. The language you use has something to do with what you're doing. So take a look at this, everybody. I'd like to be able to flip. Actually, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to do something for us right now that's going to blow your mind right now. Absolutely blow your mind. Okay? I've never done this before, too. I'm on fire right now. I'm telling you, you guys help me figure things out that I never would have figured out alone. I come to the live stream and the nodes just, it comes through. Comes through. So look, you draw a high volume node here, right? And you can see that this is your pivot point. See that pivot point there where there's a lot of buy and sell orders at that area? And you can see we had that area. I mean, you can see it happening here on the chart too as well. Now, if I could take this chart, take a picture of it, right? Up and spin it vertically. I don't know if I can right now, but if I could spin this vertically, right? What you would see is, you would see how this would be like a mountain, and you would have a ball. Price action would be like a ball here. Now, price action wants to roll up or down the mountain. Now, once you start to go this way, you can roll down the mountain. And see, so it's kind of crucial that we bounce from this area here and get above it. So right now we're at a precipice. Does Bitcoin want to roll this way or roll that way? And I've seen this occur based on the liquidity, because you don't have a lot of buy and sells here. So if we go down, it says that you're not gonna let as less pressure. You see that? So you can choose this like an idea, like it's a mountaintop, and you don't want to roll either way. And once you start to go one way, it's likely you'll head up, you'll head down. So I just want you to show you that. Don't forget to stop, drop, and roll when you're on fire all the time, baby, all the time. YouTube hit me with a bang, for whatever reason. We went up, look, 322 people on the live, but we had 350. YouTube just did something. They did a shadow thing to me. They did something, look. Because I'll tell you why I know this. Because what happens is this. When I have anything wrong with my stream, I get a report right here, and it tells me that I have a stream on my Streamlabs OBS. And I know that this is where I'm running the stream from right here, right? When this says error, YouTubers not receiving enough data to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. That's something on their end. It rarely happens on my live, but it happens every once in a while. It also brings the viewership down immediately. We had 354 viewers, 356. We were not climbing to 360. I'm on fire right now. I don't see why anyone would want to leave the stream. We have more coming at you. When I get to these points, I actually get more illuminated. More is coming at you in this stream. I'm telling you right now. And now it's saying error. YouTube is not streaming enough, right? It's pretty crazy. So now I did one of these. Hold on. I hate that when I can't, you ever happens to you. Well, goodbye, Felicia. We'll get back to you again. So Bitcoin did just get a bounce on the 5-minute. It's playing some funny games right now. And, that's why I'm sitting on the smaller time frame, because you cannot figure out what Bitcoin's going to do if you're not on a small time frame. It'll be almost impossible. Impossible. So you gotta, and right now, this is a teaching moment. I'm teaching you how to understand volatile markets, how to trade through the ups and downs. If you're here all the time, the volatility won't be as scary to you as it is to everybody else, because you're in it all the time. It's like if you go into the sea, you're a fisherman that always fishes in the storm, then rocky waves don't do much for you, right? I'm not saying this is going to happen. I think it's more something, hopefully it's something more like this. A bullish rectangle, bullish flag, and we don't know, but what I do is I project my pattern. We go to the KuCoin pair here. Same scenario. And honestly, you could almost say that you broke out of this channel that I had going here, and that you're retesting it now. See this? Breakout retest. That's an SR flip. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Are you bouncing off the resistance? Are you bouncing up to the upside? Like, do you break out of this funny little wedge here? And are you using that as a retest moment to bounce? I mean, 1 minute is trying to bounce to the upside. That's a tiny cup and handle on the 1 minute. Isn't this insane? Sammy, cup and handle on the 1 minute time frame. Can the 1 minute bring us all the way back to the measured move of the cup and handle? Let's take a look at the measured move of that cup and handle. We'll take a look at the pole here. It's got a pretty big pole too. If it can make it happen to the upside here, let's take a look-see. And all the way up here to 40,768. Insane, right? Yeah, OBS built-in multi-stream. So no more, yep. Built-in multi-stream, so no more third-party programs. I use Streamlabs OBS though, not OBS. Love you. I use like the fake one, Love you, man, but you sidetracked a lot, but that's part of the reason I can watch you for an hour straight. How did I sidetrack a lot, man? Whatever, man. Love you, man. Thanks for the left-handed compliment. Pretty nice of you. He's got a pretty big pole. He's got a giant pole, man. So anything could happen here. Just something to look at. And I'm not guaranteeing that. I am not confident about patterns in the 1 minute time frame. They do break out, but I'm not a 1 minute guy. You don't catch me on the 1 minute a lot. Using the 5 minute to figure out where price action may go here. What we could do is we could delete everything too. And what I do is just nice and clean. I'll delete everything to make it easy. Something like this. How did I get sidetracked? We just went from like a teaching moment to an extraction. We saw the Bitcoin pump. We watched the Bitcoin dump back. I showed you how to jump into the 5 minute and tackle Bitcoin. We're not sidetracked. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready. Two-legged move for the short entry. I'm getting ready. Do you see a diamond on the 1 hour with a wick to the upside? No, that's not a diamond, in my humble opinion. No. The diamond I did, there was a possible diamond right there. See that? And it broke back. It actually didn't break down. It broke up. You got to have patience. I'm up. Patience. I'm in, up or down. My man. Shout out to Mark Whitfield. We love you. If the floor drops, I'll hold. Number of coin listings on exchanges booming this week. Retail been brought back in. We on the racing track. Yanni, man. Sam, you're an awesome teacher, bro. Keep doing your thing. I'll market another million an hour change. Michael, don't do it first. I'll market by another million at hour change if Michael doesn't do it first. Don't fret, guys. Shout out to Faha, man. We got some whales here on the stream, everybody. Some big boys. Is that guy legit? Is anyone consistently profitable using his strategy in tactics? Is this guy legit? Ask him, guys. Just ask him. Ask him. You can see. You can just look at what I do, man. Just look at my live streams. Like, look at it. Like, see what I talked. Yesterday on my live stream, we talked about something at the beginning of the live. At the end of the live, it was up 10%. So during the live, you'll make money. So you could figure out what you just said if you just show up on the live every day. You don't even need to ask anybody. Just do your own due diligence. Do the work. Put in the work. Watch the live stream, and you will gain so much knowledge, it'll blow your mind. You'll be like, wow, insanity. You also know so much about world markets. You'll figure out what's happening. And look, we did get a bounce here on the Dow Jones, as suggested. We did get a bounce there on that. Look at that. The Dow got the bounce. Look, it broke out of this tiny little channel we just showed you. Rising wedge should break to the upside. There's your resistance point. We talked about this happening. It just happened. So again, this guy just said, is it legit? I mean, I just said it was likely this would happen. This was a double bottom on the smaller time frame, and it did happen. Stochastics RSI wanted to move. MACD had a lack of bearish momentum. Bang, bang, bang. I also said there was a little bit of hidden bullish divergence there, and we had it. I mean, just you'll figure out whether you want to be best T game in the game, boy. John Kearney, show up, and the live speaks for itself. Roddy Robinson, too legit to quit, everybody. Too legit to quit. We love you. Should I sell if I get like a 3%? You do whatever, mate. We'll never tell you what to do with your money, my man. Do the beginner's course. Just look at ape. Let's look at ape coin real quick. Banging on them. Look at that thing. But I would start to slowly scale out. Doesn't mean you have to take the whole position, but I personally would scale out. Not financial advice. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as such. But I personally would begin to scale out slightly. Just me. Just me. All right. I like to sell a little early because I like getting that money. Sam, don't lie. Just Rimo. And Sam, we trust. I love you, brother. 1 hour chart, big shooting star. I asked Willie Nelson to play me that song when I was 6. I bet you did, Preston. I know you're a special guy. I knew you knew all those guys. This is the Crypto 101, and the trading group is like university agency firm. You're good, bro. You're not sidetracked. LCE, thank you, man. I appreciate you saying that. We're going to get to the super chats, everybody. It's 11:33 a.m. Of course, right when I look at the time, it's 11:33. Look, on the 33s. Every time, everything I do is on the 33 all the time. Never seem to miss it. Right when I'm like, oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 11:33. Of course it is. Of course it is. And honestly, this is your measured move too. Like, rising wedge, it broke out. You take the length of this and you swing it on out. And, like, that's what you should get. Some people do this. I personally don't. Okay? Shout out to Jordan Cameron. Anyone here from Jordan's house? Let me know if you're from Jordan Team Jordan. And I was in there. I'm a member, man. I paid my $4.99 a month, man. I'm in there, baby. I'm supporting, man. I support my fellow Massachusetts YouTube live streamer crypto guys. We have a lot in common, okay? We have a lot in common, me and that bull. So let's take a look at total, the entire market cap of cryptocurrency, and let's break down what we see happening here, right? Let's look at the bigger time frame for it, too. How do you short ape? Ape 3, I believe there's an Ape 3S, you know? Funny, that's a good question, huh? I like how do you short ape? So let's take a look here. This is messy. I got to zoom in here and delete. Got too much layering going on. All right, so look. We talked about these different layers for the price action. And usually I have them labeled. Let me label them up here with the price note. $1.64 trillion. Bang, right? Then what you can do is you can hit Control C, Control V, swing the next one up. And then you can hit Control V because you already hit Control C and swing the next one up. Okay. You can also right-click these and add names to them, weekly support, whatever you want. It's pretty awesome. Like, hit this, hit settings, call it like weekly support. You know, buy box, support, whatever you want to do. You know, that's support right there, right? It says it right there. Oh, I actually want to make it yellow and bright, whatever you want. But so here's the story. We desperately wanted to hold 1.8 trillion, right? We didn't. We fell below it. And the next big line in the sand for me is this temporary support line at 1.72, which we bounced off of. We got a little low to 1.69, but we bounced. Either that, we were coming to $1.64 trillion. Do you think that the market cap can get lower? Do you think we're going to sell off to 1.64 when the whole world is in shambles? My whole thing is this. When you jump out of this crypto market and sell your cryptos, you're left with US dollar or a fiat. And you can either buy a stock, gold and silver. Like, there's just not an option much better. I just don't see who that makes up this 1.7 or this $1.78 trillion right now. I don't see, like, because most of those people are smart individuals who have been dollar cost averaging buying into crypto. So I don't, like, that's the core of people who have been here through like this bear correction, right? We didn't get all of retail back right now. That's going to be $2-3 trillion again. So this is and I believe 60 to 70% of these people are quite intelligent, understand what's happening in crypto, know where they're at, and they're not going to sell for a fiat currency and other assets and basically off risk assets instead of on risk asset like Bitcoin. I'm confused. So to me, by logic, if I just look at pure logic, like, do we ever really break this low here at $1.5 trillion? You know, that will be the line in sand. And once we get to 1.64, and I have to say anything is possible, and you know, we'll have to see. This is a rising wedge. It breaks to the upside 68% of the time. The daily wants to break up. We're oversold with bullish divergence. So this is showing me that it wants to move. Look, swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up here. The total market cap has bullish divergence, suggesting that we can break up. If we get back above 192, baby, the party is on. And I'll go over this every single day for each and every one of you and keep you dedicated to the charts. Here's Total 3. Total 3 is the entire market cap of all of the altcoins. The entire market cap of all the altcoins. What a beautiful, beautiful chart here. All right. Holding this level. I've been watching this zone for a while here. It's very close. Right? Bang. Bang. Tightness. We're getting tight into the channel. Now, anything could happen, right? I'm saying we could get up, down, we could bounce. But look, the daily wants to rip back to the upside. The daily wants to move. Now, right now, it could be just this move here and we could get rejected, but I'd love to see if the daily can get its way out of here. So we're going to watch this closely. $680 billion, excuse me. We break that, though, we're coming to 591. We break 591, we're coming to $500 billion. But we're going to watch it closely. This is Total 3, the entire market cap of all of the altcoins, all right? Just to keep you guys up to date, make sure you know what's going on here with the entire market cap of all the altcoins, all right? Stay focused, stay privy to what's going down there, all right? Still can't really get this. How do I get this thing out of here? Usually I just make it like so big, eventually like I can like manipulate it to like fill the screen. There it is. Then I just gotta hit that button, and then I'm good to go. Sorry about that, everybody. Ooh. $321 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you being here. I also will be on Around the Blockchain today at 5 p.m. If you like Around the Blockchain, if you like all the different YouTubers in the world coming together to talk about crypto, to talk about the important issues, to go over the charts, to have fun, and just to create awesome content for your viewing pleasure, jump on into the show today, Around the Blockchain today at 5 p.m. I would love to see you there. Me and the Bit Squad are working hard every single day to give you the best content in all of the interwebs. So jump on in there. We will see you there on Around the Blockchain. Bang, bang, bang. So I can't wait to see each and every one of you there. The lifers always show up and show hard. 5 p.m. today, Around the Blockchain, baby. 5 p.m. I would much rather have all my money in crypto than in the dollar. Not financial advice, right? Yo, lifer, I just sold some ETH on that bottom. Oops. I thought we were going to test 2,700. ETH on that bottom. Right on. I'll be there. Great show. A dad's live. Thank you, man. Screen share today, too. Yeah, and the screen share is today at 6:30, though I bumped it up a half an hour. Screen share today at 6:30. So we're going on the blockchain, and then we hang out with my lifers from 6:30 to about 9 o'clock. It'll be 2.5 hour screen share. Jump on into that. That's also over delivery. And that we go over my Token Metrics account, which costs $84 a month. So for $99 a month, you get me and my entire team, my entire learning library, access to the Discord that is just like built just so robustly and so beautifully, so well organized. Everything at your fingertips. A learning library where you can jump in and start watching videos today. Like, let me just give you a glimpse of it. Learning library is amazing. Earn passive income. We teach you how to do DeFi. We teach you how to trade. We teach you how to what impermanent loss is. And forget about that. We teach you the charts. We give you updates. We give you so much information. The death cross, the VPVR, right? Addressing bearish diversions on Bitcoin, showing you divergence charts, showing you halving dates for Bitcoin, teaching you how to use 3 commas in a course for that, a Fibonacci course, right? So much information, how to long and short the market, what the cup and handle is. All these videos are here to blow your mind, to get you going, to get you excited, to get you ready. We also have a boot camp for free. I believe the boot camp is free right here inside the free server. How to trade crypto, 5 essential tools, get started on crypto and the crypto lifer mindset. These videos will blow your mind, and I'm telling you, they're going to propel you to the next level. Jump on in. That's for $99 a month and a weekly screen share once a week with me and my team. I mean, you're going to get so much in your fingertips, you're going to be blown away. Let's go. Well rested in a full day ahead. Shout out to Grace Protocol. Let's not miss out. I said, good day, sir. Shout out to Jared King Romland. I said, good day, sir. Screen share today, too. Lifer is a way of life. It is. Lifer is a way of life. It really is. Right on. I'll be there. It's a motive from a leg down. Needs to clean up with a lower low. Preston, you've always talked in riddles. So, total 3. Make a move to the upside. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. And the daily 4-hour has momentum, just not in the best place, right? But I'm going on that daily. And that daily wants to rip back to the upside. We have a bit of a falling wedge here. Let's see what happens. What goes up comes down. Wash and repeat all day long. Every time, man. Apocalypse DXY is in an uptrend, by the way. Let's take a look at DXY. And we'll tell you what's going on with DXY right now. Because a lot of people have a lot of opinions about DXY. But we're going to break it down for you. We track it every single day like a little brother. We know DXY like the back of our hand, right? So one thing I keep talking about is this is a rising wedge for DXY. And it did. Look, it broke out of the rising wedge. That's a parabolic move for the DXY. And why? Because people are selling stocks into the dollar, right? They have a lot of people in fear. However, I got this resistance zone right here, channeled, right, on the daily. Let me bring it up a little bit. Resistance, resistance, resistance. I keep showing the 2-week chart, which most people don't want to talk about. There's a beautiful bird. Most people don't want to, go over here, but this is the 2-week chart. And you can see resistance, resistance, and resistance. And it's whenever the 2-week chart starts to roll over on you, the stochastics. Roll over on the stochastics right there, high. Roll over on the stochastics right there, we got to a high. And as we kind of leveraged our way up. And then there and there. So I'm not guaranteeing it, but it is suggesting the RSI is overbought. The SRSI is overbought, and the price action is at resistance. I mean, you break through this, fine. That means you're going for something like this. You break through this, then you made like something like this. See that? And you're going for the measured move, which this would devastate Bitcoin. However, I've gone over this for a while now, and Bitcoin has the bearish divergence, right? Swing down to swing down, right? And then what you want is the swing up to swing up, right? That is hidden bearish, right? So right here is hidden bearish divergence. See that? From this swing to this swing. Tells you that the trend will continue to the downside. You will end up somewhere down here. Okay? And when we look at the bigger trend, I mean, this is what you're in. No one wants to really talk about it, but we can see it here. And it's clear that, like, you bottomed here, you came up, you bottomed here, you came up. This is usually where you're gonna come down, and the rooster is coming to nest. And to me, that's gonna be a Bitcoin going into the $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 region, possibly into June, July, and September. So we shall see. But my indicators are telling me that this is kind of a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, and we're dumping to the downside here on the 2-week chart. But anything is possible. All right, and I'm open-minded, but my indicators are telling me that we're going to see a dump in the dollar so bad that it's going to propel Bitcoin to some great highs. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this? What does everybody think in the comment section? Please let me know. Do you agree with this? What do you guys think? Do you agree with this idea here? Or do you not agree with it? Let me know. All right? Let me know. Let me know, baby. Let me know. And remember, let me just show you, if you're not using 3 commas, you're missing out. 3 commas is an amazing, amazing utility that I use. I can see all my exchanges in one place. I can see how much I'm up on ETH, how much I'm up on Bitcoin, and how much I'm up in the US dollar. Look, I can see all my holdings and what I'm up. 50% today on Phantom Go, 25% in Accent, Scale, ApeCoin. Accent also, we went over that on my live stream. And you know what? This was given yesterday by Rex Gordon in my trading group. He was all over this Accent. He nailed that trade. He was all over it. He actually even he projected the right shoulder before it happened. He got it. He had the inverted and he nailed it. Bang, bang, bang. High probability for that to happen. DXY dumped on the 2-week. Bitcoin to pump on the 2-week time frame. Grace protocol. Hey, Sam. Shout out to Chad Smith. We love you, Chad. I've been saying the dollar is going to crash the last 12 years. Doesn't want to die. All right. Use the link for the 3 commas under the video right now. Yeah, that link will propel you into beautifulness. And also, in the comment section here, let me grab I got a new link. We're just testing the movement of this link. But I got a new link here. Let me grab it. Split second here. We're going to get into all the super chats. Everybody, do not worry. We will get into every single super chat. We're a little late today, so we'll push it slightly. And look, I can put this link here. Check out this link. And then we'll also pin this link. This is the link to 3 commas. Check it out. Jump on in. Some defaults will happen. DXY will fall. Listen to this, dude. Sam knows things, not financial advice. Use the link. I've been saying the dollar. Yeah, soon, hopeful. That was a leverage trading Bitcoin dump and pump, man. Like, I didn't buy any of that move for Bitcoin. That's why you got to go to the smaller time frame to figure it out, right? Did the Dow Jones do the same? Yeah, the Dow Jones was a pump and dump too. See? Dow Jones back 100. Back under 100 points for the day. Let me show you. Sorry about that. But look, the Dow Jones back up 100 points on the day. It would bounce back up. You see what I'm saying? But then it would give it right back on the red there. Just a cheap shot. Look at that. 15-minute playing games with the leverage traders seems to be, and then Bitcoin having fun with it. And now we're getting more bearish again, and the bearish turn comes back around. Let's take a look at BTC, USDT on KuCoin again. Wow, the volatility is insane. That's why you don't run up. You get blasted down, and that's, you get excited for a second. But that's why I make supportive resistance. That's why I made this on the 5-minute. And I said maybe we flag, or maybe we just dump. We're touching the 21 now, but man, this is sad. Like, they're toying with this thing at this point. They're like playing games with Bitcoin. You know what? When we look at this is when we rely on our beautiful people over at BOOKMAP. I have a link to BOOKMAP in the description below. Let me show you what BOOKMAP does, though. Lifer 3 commas referral link will get you started on the right foot. Love learning. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate you doing that. Smash that like button, peeps. Oh, look, it looks like a moderator can post a link. That's a good thing. There are some large players playing. Michael Pa. Michael, what do you use? What do you look at? How do you get into certain ideals, right? What makes you make those wins? I'm not trying to take all the credit, I'm just messing with you. Also, like, someone asked me if you would write a testimonial for me. My CMO, my chief marketing officer, was like, you got to reach out to Michael Pa and ask him if he would, like, do a video testimonial or at least write a testimonial and explain, like, what you get out of the live, what you get out of your relationship with watching me and all this. I mean, it would do blessings for me because people would just be like, wow. I mean, other people, I can say it all I want. When other people say it, it's really, that's when it leaves that real strong. So look, we got resistance at 39,300 now. You can see they've got the order book low, but they got buy orders down here at 39,100. Seem to be pinning the price in these lower time frames. Let's take a look at the bigger idea. Do we have any big stop losses? So big buy orders at 38,003, 38,006. Huge buy orders down here. It looks like they want to grab all the liquidity possible for Bitcoin. And what were we looking at right now? This is the perp, which is, this is Bybit, okay? This is also OKX, and this is Binance Futures. So this is like the big boy, Bybit and Binance Futures. That's where most liquidity is lying out throughout the day. And you can see a lot of people are trying to long down here. You have a chunk of liquidity. That's 148, 131, 272, like 200, 300. Like, you're looking at like almost 1,000 Bitcoin trying to get grabbed up between 37,100 and 39,500. It's highly likely Bitcoin goes down there to get that liquidity. All right. It's highly likely Bitcoin goes down there to get that liquidity. It just is what it is. That's where the money is. That's where the money is flowing to the downside. Let's see though, and then they're going to bring up, they have a sell. Where the sell's at? They got a big sell there at 40,009. You see that? They got some in this group here, 40,500. So showing that Bitcoin's kind of being pinned for a while. Someone is pinning Bitcoin in a bit of a pin, right? So look, is this a cup and handle on the 5-minute? It looks like one to me. Does it break out 68% of the time? It does. Again, all you keep doing is exactly what the chart tells you to do. Nothing different. You're like a robot, you know? And that's what people don't get about me. They're like, how is he doing the same thing? Because he's a robot. And that's how you gain an edge in the market, by being a robot. Only by gaining that edge, you know, over and over again. I do have a link to BOOKMAP. If you use the link to BOOKMAP and 3 commas, everybody, I have a 50% discount on the 3 commas link, and I have also discounts here for packages that you can't get anywhere else unless you use the link here for BOOKMAP. So check out the BOOKMAP link. Take a look at it. You will absolutely love it. Take a look at that. So look, Bitcoin USDT could make itself back up to here to 40,600. The 1 hour is in our favor, right? It's very oversold. However, they might pin it. Anything could happen, like they pinned it down here and just keep thrusting us to the downside, okay? Now that we have where price action is, let's give you my last prediction, because Bitcoin's been moving. Look at the wick. That's so insane. So this is what we're in right now. We're in a channel. And can the channel make it back to the upside? Just for the next 8 hours, I'm still bullish on the afternoon. I know it's like weird, but I go on the stochastics RSI, and they tell me that it's likely we're going to make a move back to the upside. So I just play that. Now I'm wrong 30%, 20% of the time, but I'm right more times than I'm wrong when I use this method. So it's pretty simple. I just keep showing up and doing the same thing over and over again. That's how you gain an edge in trading. All right? It's consistency, discipline and consistency. Discipline and consistency. All right? Let's look at Bitcoin dominance, and then we're going to get into the super chats. Appreciate each and every one of you for being patient. It would be nice to be able to do a video testimonial and post it. I'd love to do that. Do it, man. Please. Send it to my email. You know what I'm saying? It would really do a lot for me and my channel, right? Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Kind of exploded up a little bit, came back down. Interesting. It's in this flag here, but it did break out. Look at that. It broke the resistance, which is funny. Pretty funny. And it's in kind of an ascending triangle with a move to the upside here. Suggest that today it may even go up a little higher. So watch your altcoins. Bitcoin dominance trying to grab a little more market share here to the upside. People jumping into Bitcoin a little bit here to the upside. So something to think about for Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. 4 hours is getting very overbought. Wants to come up here, but that suggests that we may make a move back to the downside. So it's interesting. And then that would be a good rally for the altcoins. So let's watch this 1 hour this afternoon, but it says by tonight, Bitcoin dominance may begin to recede to the downside, and that's what we're looking for. Let's look at Tether dominance on the 4 hour. That actually wants to rip up. That's not usually, that means we're going to have some trouble, because if this rips up when the dominance for Bitcoin rips down, it says that the dollar is actually going to be the one that pumps. So we're getting mixed signals in the market right now. I will tell you right now, it's about Bitcoin on the 4 hour. The 4 hour will give you the most substantial idea of what's going to happen. So we take a look at Bitcoin here on the 4 hour right now. You're heading to that overbought region, and you're making a rising wedge. So, and when I just looked at Bitcoin dominance wanting to pump, so Bitcoin dominance pumps for 2 reasons. When Bitcoin dumps and people have to get kicked out of all their trades and they get kicked out into Bitcoin because they're trading BTC pairs, or when Bitcoin pumps and people rush into Bitcoin. How you tell what that difference is you look at Bitcoin and see if it's bullish or bearish, right? And on top of that, you can look at US Tether dominance and Bitcoin dominance. Now, I just showed you Bitcoin dominance looked like it wanted to pump up, but Tether dominance also looked like it wanted to pump up. No. Bitcoin dominance wanted to dump, but Tether dominance wanted to pump up. So that kind of means that people might be jumping out of Bitcoin for Tether as well. So that can make some uneasiness in the market. So you want to be paying attention to Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance, and Bitcoin when you're making a Bitcoin move. Like if you want to trade Bitcoin heavy leverage, which I don't suggest you do, but if you wanted to do, like, if you were going to get into a bigger trade than normal, you definitely want to juxtapose Bitcoin dominance with Tether dominance. Okay? So you think there's a diamond here, right? In my mind, I've never seen a diamond with 2 uptrends in the middle. But I mean, that is a diamond. A diamond could break to the upside, right? Broke in, broke back up. I don't consider it a diamond, but here, I put it out there for you. Wolfwave, a.k.a. Reaganomics at Jedi Mind. Okay, let's look at Crow, San, let's look at CRO here. Shout out to everybody that gave a super chat. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate each and every one of you. So let's look at Crow. Back below 38. Dang, look at this. So I'm looking at Crow on the daily, right? And the daily's oversold. And it's attempting to make a higher high, but look, it might, if it breaks this, it will make a lower low. To me, it broke the trend line that it had too, which is kind of sad. Look at that. That's a trend line. Now we could open it up, but to me, it's like, eh. So it broke the trend, in my humble opinion. It broke the trend. It isn't a falling wedge now, though. That could break back up to the upside. And you do have like a possible like double bottom type of resistance. Could be a giant double bottom right here. You see that? Could be a giant double bottom. I guess I could make a bigger, you could make a bigger triangle here on this trend. Yeah, I get, yeah. All right, yeah. You only have 1 or 2 candle body touches, though. You need like more. You need at least 2 candle body touches, about 2 to 3 candle bodies. You got 2 or 3. Could be doing something like this. So, all right. I believe Crow is going to be a big coin, and I think it's just something to DCA into. I don't have any Crow, personally. I just have other projects. But I like the project, personally. You know, funny, you like it, you aren't in it. But look, it has the Morpheus fractal there that we've gone over for the last few days. The Morpheus fractal suggesting that all these Morpheus fractals will punch to the upside. Very oversold in the daily time frame. I wouldn't look at any other time frame right now. Just stick to the bigger time frame. Just to that daily. Daily wants to move to the upside. You know, when you can focus in and hone in on one time frame, stick to it. So like the big boy trade here, in my opinion, and again, you do whatever makes you happy. You got to find your equilibrium in trading. I found mine and I use it to my advantage, right? So there's my entry here. There's my stop loss at about 13.43% and 88.63% gains possibly coming. And that's something I would just take. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. And if I don't, I don't. And I go from there. And I trade the daily time frame. It's simple to me. I just show up every single time and do the same things over and over again. That is a falling wedge that should break up 68% of the time. So I'd watch Crow closely here. I would watch Crow closely. I hope a double bottom. Guys, ready for another $1 million market buy? Throw it in, man. When my market's dropping, I see you. I feels relaxed and so calm. Thanks, big brother. Anytime, man. I love you, brother. I have lots of Crow. Shout out to Michael Pa. I'm going to buy Crow now just because you have some, Mike. I'm going to buy at least $500, all right, man? I'll buy some Crow. Yeah, my shorts are cooking. Preston Collins. Yeah, short's not that. Like, the short's not even up. The Bitcoin 3S isn't even up. So, I don't know what shorts you got cooking, but our shorts wouldn't be cooking right now. Sure, would it be easy if I got in 2009? I will wait. Appreciate it, Sam. LOL. Anything I could do, Michael. I love you, brother. Michael, how old? I mean, I want to know you, man. I want to get to know you, bro. We gotta do a Zoom, man. If you're willing to do it, email my wife at cryptolifers@gmail. She wants to set up. She thinks we should meet. She's like, I got it. She wants to know who you are. And look, 322 current viewers again. 322. Something is going on with the 22, man. It just keeps doing it. I'm not making it up. You can see it. Look, 300 likes, everybody. Thank you so much. I only had to ask for the likes one time. Okay, we have some retail action in 15 minutes. Michael Pa. Are you like a market maker? Like, so funny. If that is your real name, right? Let's take a look at Sand, baby, Sand. I love Sand. I believe it's a great project. I was trading it at 4 cents. Wish I had held that position. Would have made me so much money. Oh, Sand. Oh, man. So we hoped this could have been an SR flip, right? Because we had daily support here, right? We had bounced on that daily support on the daily time frame. So I was looking at this daily support region. Okay. See, we had bounced there before. We gave it up, though. Just lost it all, right? Can you check out the Lifer USD chart? It's banging on them. Let's go. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you for saying that. You're the man, dude. Hey, when you're sending a $19.99 super chat, it is. Thank you so much, Keeler TA. You're the man, dude. Much respect to you and yours. Much respect to you and yours. Hey, you generate your wealth from within. Every one of us generates our wealth from within. I show up every day and put out that energy, and my wealth comes from the energy that I generate. That's where it's coming from. My trading comes from there. My teaching comes from there. The channel comes from there. And then like BitBoy and those people recognize it. They throw me on the channel. You get publicity. You get out there. And you know what? You throw yourself out into the ring, man. You stop worrying about what everybody else thinks of you, and you just go for it. And that's where life takes you to the next level. When you really just don't care anymore what people think about you. When you just go. And then if you have a worthy ideal that makes you feel empowered, like you're helping someone else or you're teaching other people, it makes it real easy to wake up in the morning when you know other people are waiting for you. I know that when my stream starts every day at 10 a.m., there's 200 to 300 people waiting for me every single morning. The other day I was outside, I saw 200 to 300 people, like they were talking, they had something, and I'm like, dude, I was actually at a class recently. I took a gun safety course, and there was like 12 of us in the course, and I was like, this guy runs a course every Saturday, like there's like 12 people in here. I was like, if I ran a course, there'd be like 200, 300 people in the room. Just because it's online, you don't realize the substantiability. There's 321 people right now. If we were all in a room right now, like we'd be like, there's a lot of us, man. It's a lot of people at one time. Like, that's no joke. Like, that is no joke. Like, we could do a lot, and we already have done a lot together. We raised $4,000, and we fed Afghan people for the next few months. They're going to be getting shipments of food for the next few months. Unbelievable. Super Chat says I have 2 hours before I can Super Chat. What? It's so funny. They're trying to pause my Super Chats. Then like, yo, but look you can Super Chat another way, dude. Look at this. And it still comes on the screen too. Check it out. I have a backup for this. Check it out. Look, if you go to the description of my videos, right? And this just started happening. If you notice, if you started watching my videos, I think this came out like last week or 2 weeks ago. But Streamlabs OBS has a Super Chat setting. All right. Streamlabs OBS has a Super Chat setting. See this, like, support the stream right here? And bang. And people can send Super Chats that way as well, which is interesting. Also just send it to a Bitcoin wallet, and I'll show everyone that we send it. But there's but yeah, so yeah, right here, Streamlabs OBS. I clicked the link. Did it come up? Yeah, right here, see? And I believe someone could Super Chat here. And it should show up. It should be connected to my Streamlabs. Add a gift to your donation alert, right? Extras Pro, like, someone has done this before. You put your username in, and you do a one-time tip or whatever, And yeah, so this, I believe it works. Username, Sam, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Yeah, they're $3. You do $500. I don't know. Also, I get a bigger percentage of it, I believe. I haven't, yeah. Donation to the light for $500 and hit the donate. I've never hooked it up though, but that's another way, and it should come across the screen too. So that's just another way, right? Hey, hope you were all alive. Didn't turn this guy upside down. Jeez. Let's see. You're a 40, man. Let's see. You're hilarious, man. This is crazy. So look, and we're gonna save it for tomorrow and make it extra special, man. Bang on him with a G. Whatever you want to do, man. And you don't have to give everything, man. I'm so blessed that you're giving me anything. I feel so blessed. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, Ape has me twisted between taking profit and injecting the profit I took back in. Why would you do that? It's oversold. It's overbought, man. Matt, man, don't play. Anyway, you got to do whatever makes you happy. I can't ever tell you what to do. I'm not your financial advisor, but see if you can send Super Chats to 5K. See if you can set Super Chats to $5,000. That's insane. It works. That's nuts, man. $5,000 Super Chats, like, that's what we're talking about. Like, that's what I believe we'll get there. I believe we will get there at one point. I really do. Because why? Why should I limit myself to anything in life? There's no limit in life. You can push forward at all times. And, I found singing All You Need Is Love by the Beatles. Loud and screaming, cry. Crypto pump. Thank you, Wendizzle, for putting the Streamlabs OBS link. I appreciate you doing that. Amazing. Michael Bono, 3K in 9 months, right? Super Chat says you have 2 hours before I can Super Chat. What? That's so crazy. I have no idea why. Hold on, this music is bugging me out. Okay, here it comes. No. I wanted techno, not trance techno. I want techno. Just techno. Just techno. Dark techno? No. Just techno. Like, can I just get techno? Euphoric running? That's kind of better, right? Yeah. All right. Sand. We got I got to finish sand, first of all. So I do see sand ready to break out on the daily. It came low here again, popped back up, and this breakdown on the daily, thought it could have been way worse. It was not. It didn't go that much lower. And you got a little bit of bullish divergence here now on sand. If you double click the RSI and we look at this, you can see this is starting to become pretty flat. Let me make this up here and see that. It's starting to become flat. You know, I believe it is in an uptrend, actually. Slight uptrend. And even if it was a slight downtrend, it's pretty flat either way. You get out of that and you look at price action, all right? And you see that we have a downtrend here on price action. And that's what's called bullish divergence, and suggests that you've hit a bottom there and we could bounce to the upside. You even have a bigger version of it kind of there too, and you had it there too there. Interesting. So Twitch streamers have gotten like 100K plus before. Must be insane to get more than people make in their lifetime handed to you online from a faceless person. Calderon. That's insane, dude. Like, we want to know you. My now wife is going, Michael Pa, can we have a Zoom with you? We want to know you. Maybe it's better off, you know. We just want to be like, my wife's like, who is this person like blessing my husband with like blessings on blessings every day? She's like, I need to know. She just like, so I believe sand could do numbers. I believe it's a beautiful coin, 247. If it ever went below $2, I would be all over it. I mean, wow, sand. That's why I like the project too, that Crypto Lifestyle was talking about yesterday, because you're going to get paid in sand to be in the NFT. I mean, it's an amazing idea. I think it's awesome. I don't have to figure everything out, guys. Let it happen. Don't have to figure everything out, guys. Let it happen. So is Fohi, are you Michael Pa? Sam's brain is like a quantum computer. If you guys listen closely, really listen closely, you'll earn. Don't meet your heroes. I know, right? So look at it. Sand, and let's take a look at the 4 hour now. The 4 hour is kind of turning here. And look, the richest guy on the live stream, which is what everyone's trying to become, right? So the richest guy on our live stream, which we can somewhat confirm at the moment, we can't confirm or deny, but he's telling you that my head is a quantum computer. So like, he is one of the most successful guys. He uses things that I'm teaching. He's picking up what I'm putting down. He must have, I think he had some of his own knowledge beforehand, but I am hitting the vectors like he's saying. I can see things through time and space. It's weird. Anyway, you'll see through, just keep watching the live stream and we'll do the TA together. And talk about Sam's brain. He's also calling you Sam. Huh. You think it's someone I know in the past? Like someone I've met before? Interesting. That's interesting. Michael Pa. I'm like trying to run through my head now. So sand on the 4 hour, right? It's getting overbought. And it's going to kind of do whatever Bitcoin does. That's what these premier blue chip USDT coins will do. They'll follow Bitcoin in a nutshell. It does have momentum, but there's indecision there. And I even see it come to the downside. So I go to the 1 hour to see what we can get out of it. The 1 hour suggests that we'll just kind of go sideways for a little longer. I say forget the minutia of the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Stick to the daily time frame. Stick to the daily time frame. And again, all you can do is take a shot. Me personally, all I can do is take a shot, right? I do love sand. I personally don't hold bags of it. I'll be honest, because I've been sour ever since I sold it. You know, at like I made a 3x on it from $4 to, which is an amazing trade. Like I made like 10 grand. Like it was a great trade. Like I can't believe I'm sour at $10,000. Like it's really whack. But that's what happens when, you know, crypto, you did this to me. Crypto, you spoiled me. You gave me so many gains that 10 grand just ain't good enough anymore. You know, it's like, it's got to be more. You know, it's like, Jesus. You know, it's like, I want a 50x. I don't want to just 5x. Like, that's just boring. Like, 5x, like, I'm up, like, right now on I'm up on a trade right now. I put, like, 8 grand in, and I'm sitting on, like, $70,000. And I'm like, dude, like, last time I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, you're up, like, 7x, dude. Like, and I'm like, yeah, but, like, like I could, if I hold, like I probably make like I could easily 20 or 30 it. So like, and I'm like, but dude, like, and I have these talks with myself, and I'm like, dude, are you gonna take the money? Are you gonna let it ride? And it's like, woof. I mean, and the more money you make, the more money you like, you know, money becomes. I can't explain it, but, and I always appreciate, I still pick up a penny off the ground though. I see a penny, I pick it up, and I don't care who's watching me. I do it wherever I am because I respect the money. I believe by respecting money, money comes into your life. I believe it's an important circle of life. Shout out to everybody here. We've reached 300 on the live stream. Big, big, big day. I really appreciate that. Love learning. You're a special woman. Yes, I wore them already. They make me feel hip. Crypto Lifer, you're so welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Oh, I love the ladies having a little lady talk on the live. Lady talk. Girl, did you get that bracelet I sent you, girl? I've invested in people's future, and CL is the most certainly part of that future. For I invest in the people's future, and CL is most certainly part of the future for the people. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Hey, I'm trying to help other people get somewhere in life. That's all I'm trying to do. No lie, and there's no bad energy. I don't have a hidden motive. I'm just trying to, you know, get it in every single day, and I'm trying to spread light, love, and positivity, and I want people to know that love is the answer. If you live in love, if you use love, love is the highest frequency in your life. You will become the strongest. You will become the barbarian of just, you know, you will be just so strong in place. You know, love is the answer to all of your issues and questions because love is the high frequency. Fear is a low frequency. You don't want to live in fear. MIRI, Miri? You asked for Miri? MIRI? I don't know what Miri is. Let's take a look at Miri. I will respect everything you say from now on. At Michael Pa. Pierre B. Look at that. White chicks vibe. LOL. You guys are funny, man. STEPN. Wow, 397 continued to rip on them from yesterday's buy. Look at that. Insane. Remember we got it on the live stream. We talked about it on the live stream yesterday. And it would bang on them to the upside. Just watching my live stream alone can give you insight into the market. Just watching the live stream alone will give you insight into the market, into DeFi, into liquidity pools, you know, into the best, you know, like 3 commas is an amazing example of a good accessory to use in your trading, when you're trading. It really helps out. I love it a lot. Miri, I don't know a Miri. You might be asking about Mirror Protocol. I'm going to think you're asking about Mirror because I can't see an MRIR. And, you know, Michael, I tell Sam this every day. Dude, you will make millions. Your journey is just beginning. Michael, I tell Sam this every day. Michael Pa, truth. We want to know you, my wife, man. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Super busy this morning, guys. Just dropping in to give my like. David Kendall, say much love, man. Hope everything's going well at the store, man. Hope you're making some sales. Hope life is going in. Getting that inventory, doing your thing. I appreciate you, Kendall. Love you, brother. Thank you for stopping on by. So Mirror Protocol, I believe that's what he's asking about. I pick up pennies too. My man. Any chance I get, I pick up those pennies, baby. You got to pick up the pennies anytime you can because I respect my money, baby, and I tip. I tip when I have the chance. I tip whenever I have the chance. Those are my 2 prerequisites for life. For my money, I tip and I pick up money. I pick up money if I find on the street. You know, I respect money at all times, you know, because you got to respect money to get more money in life. LUS. LUS USDT. LUS. Luna Rush on Gate.io. Let's take a look at that. Wow, it's down to the dumps, huh? Daily suggested will try to make a pump here. It's got a higher low, barely. Low liquidity, barely able to kind of see what happened to this coin. Yikes, this is tough. I mean, it's a falling wedge. It did breach that resistance there. You're going to have to get above this zone here easily in this zone here. Stochastics RSI pointing to the upside. They got room on the 4-hour. Daily time frame does suggest you can push up. You're oversold in the daily. 1 hour suggests you make a flag here. So if you had to get into this, if you felt inclined, there's a bull flag I would have to draw, project the idea that the flag stays intact. The 1 hour would reset to the downside. I would set an alert on the Stochastics RSI. That's my alert system. When that alert hits, I'm ready to rock and roll, baby. And I'd be looking into it. Then I would even project more minute, detailed entry by using the 15-minute to be precise, and then lock yourself in and get loaded. But that's up to you. And if you want to learn this system, I'm going to be putting out an advanced course next week. I'll put out a time frame. I got to talk to my team, but I'll put out an advanced course. It will be about an hour to 2 hours long. It will be about $200. I'm going to raise the price on that, but it's going to be insane. So if you want to jump into the advanced course, it'll blow your mind. I just think you could join my trading group and just be around me and watch the live stream every day, and you're going to learn it as well. So if you want it immediately and you need it now, it's $200. But if you just want to put in the work and hang out with me, you're going to learn my trading style. You're going to learn it. I give it away for free every day. So you're going to learn it no matter what. All right? If you just show up to the live stream every day, you're going to learn enough to get paid, in my humble opinion, or to pay yourself from the knowledge that you learn, if you learn it correctly. Look after the pennies, and the pounds will look after themselves. CNC Ireland, my man. JSMY, sir, please. I'm behind on Super Chats here. GRT, the inverted head and shoulder. Someone asked that at the beginning of the live. Let's take a look. What time frame was he asking? Inverted head and shoulders. 4 hour. Let's take a look. Yeah, I see it. There's a shoulder, there's a head, there's a right shoulder. Possible inverted head and shoulder for GRT. More to me, I see it more like a double bottom. But yes, possible inverted head and shoulder. But because of this high side, it comes back down. Kind of was the shoulder, the head. There was your shoulder there. Then that ripped up, broke the neckline, came back down. My mind, you got a shoulder, you got a right bottom and a secondary bottom. You got a bottom here. That's what I'm looking at. A bit of a double bottom, high or low for GRT. I do own boatloads of this coin. Unfortunately at this point, but yes, I do own some of this coin. That daily's coming high and you didn't really break. So for me, GRT has to get above this zone. Bulls need to break above 54 to remain bullish, right? If not, what you're going to do is you're going to oscillate back up here in the daily and just get rejected. So you got to break above this zone for me to see GRT really start to take its momentum seriously and gain an upward trend. But right there, I mean, you're still in a downtrend. You have a low, you have a lower, you have a high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. Still macro lower high. You did try to make these lower highs, so you could say, okay, you got above resistance there, but it's still not going to give you like everything you need. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for me, like I would have to see this get above 54, hold, maybe make a pennant, show me some signs of support, and then I would begin to build maybe on another daily. Like watch the stochastics oscillate another time. So I watch the stochastics kind of like. Let me show you. I want like 1-2 more touches in that daily, and I want to be somewhere up in here. And if that's the case, then I'll be looking at this. And if, Bitcoin too is going to influence this entire market. So it's all based on what Bitcoin does. Then we go from there. See, this isn't techno. Like, it's just not. Like, this is the worst genre, service I've ever used in my life. Anyway, let's take a look at FIRO BTC and FIRO USD and SPEL. Trying to double up on that. SPEL token. Isn't it like, I thought SPEL was Magic Internet Money. Well, it's connected to Magic Internet Money, right? We'll take a look at SPEL here. SPEL down in the dumps. We had it in this cup and handy. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. Shout out to everybody here. So we had this idea, and, it had a trend too. But look, it broke that trend line, in my humble opinion. Like, now you kind of widen that out. To me, that was your trend. You can kind of feel it. You can feel the trend. You broke the trend. I mean, I don't know. This thing is possibly double bottoming here too. You got to believe in this to get in it now. You're buying at the very bottoms. I don't catch falling knives. It's not my trading style. I invest in projects that I believe are really substantial in the beginning of bull runs, like EGLD at 20, Aave at 60, Cake at 60 cents, like premier coins that I believe we're going to have ecosystems and build. And I get on them at the pretty low. I'm pretty good at catching these bottoms. Phantom at 18 cents, and you name it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Dang, man. Another $500 super chat. I guess this is going to become a daily routine here on the live stream. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you, Michael Pa, for the 500 bangers. Bang, bang, bang. And let me actually make sure I get the visual here. It's important to me through the OCD. I did some layering yesterday, and I got to actually get the layering back the right way. I could just bring up the alert all the way to the top. I could find the alert and just drag it up. The alert box. There it is. All right, I'm dragging the alert box, Michael Pa, and I'm playing it again. My OCD. You got to get your respect here. I got to go all the way with it. I just can't. I'm sorry, everyone. Give me the minute to do him the respect so he can get a proper a showing. I just want it to do what it's supposed to do, There it is, right? And then I'm going to hit this replay button. Oh, no. Wow, a subscriber. Thank you so much for the subscription. And then I'm going to hit this. Bang. Look at Michael Pa donated to $500. And look at, boom, the explosion. Dude, Michael, this is getting insane. I'm getting speechless. At first, I thought it was 1 time, 2 times. Now it's getting pretty insane. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on into the live stream. Excellent connection now on the live. Everything is going well. Pearson Adams, yo, so safe to say Spell is going to 004. No, nothing is safe to say anything about Spell, but I mean, it is extremely bent on the daily. It has to make a move up to the upside at one point, right? Like, so here's your falling wedge. It's in a cup and handle. Sammy cup and handy to the upside, right? I do have to put it in a cup and handle, even though I don't want to. It's in a cup and handle. The measured move suggests that it will break out. See, right now, I don't believe what I'm doing. Like, my mind's like, that's going to 0, dude. Don't touch it. The TA says it's going to pump up to the upside. Again, show me the TA. I'll show you the news. We shall see. 4 hours in that, probably indecisive, halfway through indecision period, right? If it can load, yeah. It's just like Bitcoin kind of rolling over. So I'm not too... there's some sketchy things in the market right now. Wow, may you get what you give, Michael. Michael, we're going to... Yo, we include him in our prayers, man, every night now. This is insane. Like this is just getting... It's getting... Wow. Thank you very much, man. I'm going to just show up every single day. PA brings on the fire, man, every single time. $579 in super chat revenue. It's like, and honestly, this is for everyone out there to show you he's inspiring us all. He's inspiring each and every one of you to keep learning, to keep coming back, to start a business, to go after your dreams, to push forward at the speed of light, because you do this and you enter a new realm of life where you're not on another, you're on a different energy wavelength. You're just on another, you're in a different space. Predictions for Michael Ba is, predictions for who Michael Ba is. You have to deal with acquisitions. You definitely are on the East Coast, probably Pennsylvania. You have to meet up with Sammy. I know you're close to him. Destin Gaba. Predictions for Michael Pa is you have to deal with acquisitions. You definitely are on the East Coast, probably Pennsylvania. You have to meet up with Sammy. I know you're close to him. Pa to the upside. Is he from Pennsylvania? That's what everyone thinks. Yeah, Bears seem to be losing now. Spell just listed Binance US today. That's actually a good thing that it listed on Binance US. That might give it a pump. That's a great piece of news. Okay. VR Real, man, so inspirational on the live every single day. And we're plucking through. Then we got FIRO. A guy asked for FIRO, but he asked for both pairs. There's a little bit of a double dip, no? Is that a double dip when he asked for both pairs, everybody? You know? So it's got kind of the Morpheus fractal with the shoulder, the right thing, and the right channel. And it's at its bottom again. I mean, this market's either going to go to 0 and just really deflate everybody and capitulate the shazizis. Like, everyone's just going to go like they're going to wreck this. Like, they're going to wreck it. Like, that's what I'm freaking out about. I'm like, yo, they're either going to either we're going to be able to recover out of these, right? And Bitcoin's going to kind of make a move here, or like it's going to be slaughter time. Like, for anyone still trying to hold on, like, it's going to be slaughter time. Like, and this is just like, how low can you go? You know what I'm saying? Like, how low can you go? Like, you're at your bottoms here. Finally a double bottom. You did it here. You came up, but, you know. So, FIRO, man, I don't know what this is. I don't know anything about it. The daily suggests that you're in a falling wedge. There's a cup and handle there. A cup with your handle. And you don't even need to make the cup. You could just call it a falling wedge. You don't have to be that, you know. Some people are like, oh, it's just a falling wedge, Sammy cup and handle. Like, but, you know, with a break to the upside. And I'm sorry about my lateness today. I just had a crazy morning. Please forgive me for my lateness. Never trade with fear, always with purpose, and never love the money, but go forward towards your goals. Thank you. Michael, can you adopt me? Pierre B. That's so funny. I think you already adopted me. I got a DNA test done. You are my father. You're funny, man. I got the notification on my phone as soon as Spell got listed. You guys are hilarious. Michael Ka, can we make you a steak? Can we make you steak? Can you come over for steak tonight? And the big one always gives from the heart. And the big one always give from the heart. Always from the heart, baby. From the strongest frequency in the world, right? Because when you give from your heart, that's when you get it back. 110%. You're always so motivational. Gives me inspiration. Best day behind. Educative. Happy voice to listen to. Thank you. Anytime, man. Anytime. We love you. We want to make sure that you're feeling good every day. That's why I show up every day feeling good. My job is to keep myself mentally stable, to keep myself in a good state, a content state, to work out every day, to drink that lemon water, to keep myself hydrated and keep myself educated every single day. You always lose when you trade with emotions. Follow the TA, Blockchain Brawler, my man. Shout out to the Brawler, man. We love you. Thank you for jumping on in. So there's FIRO, USDT. Suggests the daily does want to push to the upside. All right, we're out of here. And then we're looking at here. We're overbought here on the 4-hour time frame, though. So I don't get in when the 4 hours high. I just don't. And it could pump. But by the probabilities, look, a dump there. You were high in the stochastics. Nope. Here, you're high in the stochastics. Nope. Here, you're high in the stochastics. Nope. Here, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, 8 times. Every one of these humps on the stochastics RSI in the 4 hour was not a buy. So is that a buy? To me, it's not. Pretty simple to me. No emotions needed. None at all. All right. Finds another top mining coin. Going to support proof of work after ETH merge. Solid project in people. Okay. Use the links, people. They are under the video right now. FIRO was Zcoin. It was, huh? Okay. Now, I got to jump out of here, but let me get a second to kind of do my own deep dive in the market for each and every one of you here. Let me see what's going on. All right. Let me get into brass tacks here. First thing we got to do, should put a new list in every single morning because there's new coins. ERSDL is pumping on them. Swing B, which has been on my radar on and off. Title been on my radar. I own a huge bag of HAKA. Look at this. Did that stop get hit? Look at the stop. Oh, look at that. Stops below. But that's weird. That's not. This must have moved because I must have been like, I would never put stops below there. I put stops when I enter the trade. See? So it's kind of funny. But it is funny that stops below. It's double bottoming here. See that? Bottom. That maybe it's absolute bottom for HAKA. Let me show you here. Maybe the absolute bottom. Like, I like the project. It's called Tribe 1. I love the project. I'm into it. I like their ideas, you know. Kono, we were trading Kono on and off, right? The market took a nasty dip. These are just like reversals from bottoms. I'm not excited about these pumps, you know. Not that many double-digit coins here. You know, you want to see 10, 15 double-digit coins. Pre-search has been on our radar. We like it. It's holding its level. That's important, right? It bounced, and it's holding the level there. We never got stopped out of this. I talked about pre-search right around here at about 15 cents. 1569. It's at 1547. It did get to a low of 1384, but we did not get stopped out. We were stopped below 12.5. Pre-search trying to catch us at the bottom. I use it every day on the live stream. Whenever I search the market, I'm using what's pre-search. It's a Google search engine type of thing, and it's a coin on KuCoin. So I like pre-search. Could see a big move here of 176% gains out of pre-search. However, just like every other coin, 4 hours now overbought again, and we didn't really get anywhere. Tells me that the market's struggling a little bit and showing signs. Fractal has been on my radar, okay? It's one of the coins that's been showing signs of life and is making higher highs and touching the 200-day moving average. It has momentum on the 4 hour. Still has momentum. We take a look. The 1 hour is coming down to the downside as well. We take a look at the daily. The daily is just like, you know, it had a double bottom. It's kind of an indecision here. But even the daily has a higher low and it's getting tight. I could see Fractal make a bit of a move. It's on my radar. If anything moves, Fractal looks like it may, okay? And to double up with that, I'm looking at Flux as well. Flux, all right? Let's take a look at Flux here on KuCoin. Michael, thank you again, man. I wake up every day being like, just, wow. Like, I'm in just, ever since it started happening, it's just like, I can't even like, I don't think about it as much. I just know that I'm on the right path. And it tells me to keep going. Yo, that's crazy, huh? Oh my God. Yo, like, and the devil whispered to me and tried to make me keep it. The devil tried to be like, you have to give away all that 4,000. And I was like, dude, $4,000, man. I was like, but you could buy $4,000 worth of Bitcoin. I was like, but people need to eat. And you ate every single day of the year. So why don't you feed some people and don't be so greedy? You know what I'm saying? So I like Flux. Why do I like Flux? Well, here we're looking at Flux on December 7th. And it whipped down to $1. And literally it's been above $1 since December. This is a few coin that actually has held a bottom. It's back to that bottom region. I mean, if it breaks the zone, fine. But I'm just showing signs of life here for Flux. And it's very, very oversold on the daily time frame. Has some momentum on the 4 hour too compared to most coins. It's very oversold here on the daily. You could see a move. Some consider this a cup with a handle too for Flux. So Flux has been on my radar. I take a shot on it. I'm willing to lose 20% to try to gain 145%. Like, even like, if my regular risk is like 2,000, I'll put $500 in this. I either lose $100 or that $500 turns into a nice $1,500, right? You know, see how crazy I am? I can still learn without even seeing the screen, just listening. See that? The Dow Jones is pumping again. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. Can you take a look at NAKA, please? Let's take a look at NAKA. USDT. Shout out to NAKA. And I'll be on Around the Blockchain today. And again, my family gets me ready to go. Like, I get on that blockchain, and I already had a great stream with my lifers. Like, I already feel good. I feel pumped up. I feel ready to go. You guys give me confidence. You build me up. I really, really appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, it's each and every one of you that have helped me get here. It's each and every one of you. You helped me get here. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. Sitting at home right now, watching the screen, supporting me, putting your energy out there, putting a comment in. Tell me where you guys are from and tell me where everyone is. STEPN just hit Coinbase. Oh, it's going to boom up now. STEPN just hit Coinbase. Oh, no. Or maybe, you remember the Coinbase sell-off? Remember when things hit Coinbase and they get sold? Remember that old chestnut? What if it gets sold right now? Because everyone, maybe people that knew, this could have been a rumor. Yesterday, the people knew it was going to hit Coinbase, and so they dumped it. You know, I always see things dump when they hit Coinbase. It's crazy. Look at the dumpage the second it hit Coinbase. Look, everyone thinks it's going to pump when it hit Coinbase, so newbies buy it right now. We were selling it already. You see what I'm saying? Why? Well, look, the daily was heavily. Look, oh no, actually, the daily's in a good spot. Hold on. I'm in the KuCoin pair. Let me see. Let me look at the 4 hour. 4 hour. That's what it was. 4 hours cooked. I knew one of the levels that I look at every day was cooked, so I didn't mean to confuse. 4 hours cooked there on the stochastics RSI. I mean, you do not enter trades there. I don't care how big the news is. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. The news is, oh, they're going to dump it. You know, they're going to dump it. Also, look, this is bearish divergence. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. That's bearish divvy. And we drop to the downside there as well for GMT. So just got to point that out. Play the charts. Don't play the news. The news will, that because a newbie would have bought in based on the idea that, oh, it's on Coinbase now. Look at the dump. I'm telling you, man, ADA dumped when it hit Coinbase. A bunch of other coins dumped when they hit Coinbase. We call it the Coinbase switcheroony. It's horrible. It should never happen, but it does. Wait for the 4 hour to come on down before I touch this again. Take a look at the 1 hour. Does the 1 hour have, 1 hour is trying to gain momentum, but that is an ugly chart at this point. That is an ugly chart. Let me try to make sense of this. How would I make sense of this? What would I say here? What can I do? You know what's funny? I'm being very strange here, but I would do something like this. Suggest that this was a channel, and can we stay in that channel? Like, and this is very unorthodox for me even, okay? I just want to make that very clear. But sometimes you got to do what you have to do to try to find something. Like, can this stay here and start moving up to the upside? And with that trade, now this thing is just, if it breaks down, that's Bart Simpson to the downside. And there's your STEPN dump. I mean, it got up there. It hit 415 earlier today. Unbelievable. Had you got in when we talked about it yesterday on the live stream, talked about this trade yesterday in the live, up 27% gains. I mean, we take gains every single day here on the channel. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We woke up to gains at 8. We woke up to gains. Look at this. This thing's still booming on them. But look, it did. What did it do here? What is? Oh, yeah, that's me. I'm like, wait. So I'm still suggesting that we are going to get sideways action here. I would be taking profits at 21.74, but you do whatever makes you happy. We're going to look at Bitcoin, everybody, and then I'm out of here for the day. Thank you so much for each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream, calling yourself crypto lifers and being a part of the live, baby. I'll be back. You'll see me again. This won't be the last time today. I'll be back on Around the Blockchain today at 5 o'clock, bringing the energy, bringing the love, bringing the positivity, baby. Yeah, and yeah. I love you all. Thank you so much for supporting the kid. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do. Gratitude is the attitude every single day, baby. Every single day. So look, we dumped down. We are bouncing back up as suggested. Pattern trading. See, I suggested we would move back to the upside here. We are. The last 2 hours, we are bouncing back up. After that wick got demolished, we're bouncing back up. The 1 hour still has momentum. And you know what? We got to get above this resistance, but at least it says we may get back up to 40,000. So I'm somewhat bullish on Bitcoin right now. Let's take a look at the 15 minute. 15 minute probably needs to reset. It's trying to, so you might get a little pump here. Then the 15 minute's going to have to reset. That takes about an hour to 2 hours, and then the 1 hour in Bitcoin can continue up, and we can see what happened. But again, I would watch it. A lot of chop today. You got to get up. The bulls need to get above 40,750 to remain bullish. It's very simple. Bulls need to get above 40,750 to remain bullish. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Sorry I was late this morning. First time, I'm 455 days straight. I'm going to be late maybe one time, but I apologize, and I'll try never to be late again. Each and every one of you, thank you. I'll see you on the next live stream. Crypto is life. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Keep your head straight. Keep trading. Stable up if you have to. Don't worry. You don't always have to be in a trade. Observing is just as good as trading. Make sure you're taking it in. Make sure you're learning. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Love somebody. Help somebody. Do something for somebody else today. Do whatever you can for the human race. I love each and every one of you. Twitter, baby. Twitter, baby. Twitter. Twitter's free, baby. I love each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day. Crypto is life.